Goal for today, shiny Eevee, and get up to the 7th badge. We're currently at 2,000 resets. I actually need to open up one more thing. Do you see this? Is it this one? Yes, okay. The goal for today is to get a shiny Eevee, let you guys vote on what we want it to be, and it will be our second Pokemon, the shiny Eevee. But if we can get the shiny Eevee, then we're going to be getting, technically, depending on how you look at it, 2 or 3 shinies total. Sound? Alright. You know what would be sick? A shiny Ditto, because then we have every Pokemon shiny. No game sound? I got it. We're all good. Is it challenge red? I think so. We'll see. We'll see. No shiny Luigi. If you guys really want a shiny Luigi, we can get a shiny Luigi. I'll let you guys vote once we get there, whether we actually want one or not. But yo, thanks for the $5, Connor. Let's go. Looking fresh with that haircut. Thank you so much. Is this a randomizer? No. It's like it's a regular game. Let me just move this over a little bit. Like just like the death counter thingy. Just tracks resets. Where can I put it? That's a good place on screen. That'll do. I'll just put her there. I need one more monitor. It's kind of absurd how crowded everything is with 3 monitors still. I'm going to assume no shiny Gyarados. Why? It's a shiny. Why couldn't I use a shiny Gyarados? Huh? I'm gonna use it. All right, so let's save the game. Would you like to save the game? Yes. And what Pokemon do you have now? Literally just for Alligator. How many resets for Alligator? 1,352. All right, so let's get some music going, because I'm just gonna shut off the game music because we might speed up a bit here. Just ignore this. Sound settings. Where are they? Configuration, sound settings. Mute it. Okay. Let's just click on a random one and get going here. I like this one. This one's real good. All right. And the fun begins. What do you have? 2,000 resets? Reset 800 times for, reset 800 times for this Eevee. Which is not shiny. But let's keep going. First encounter shiny Eevee, not quite. Can you get an odd egg for the shiny? No, odd egg doesn't actually exist in this gen. And the remakes, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see. Is it updating automatically? It may not be updating automatically. Let me just settings, increment. Do I need to turn on global hotkeys? Looks like the reset counter is not updating. Let me just double check that. Properties, desktop resets. Was that removed? Browse. 1 second, let me just check something. It was not updated, it looks like. Text, resets. Resets, no? Yeah, it's not updating. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. I moved it over. That'll work. Okay. We're at 224. All right, we're good. Hopefully that works. Let me just open this back up. Awesome. All right, ready. Roughly how long do you get the shiny Eevee? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll take a few minutes. For sure. What song is this? This is Sunny Park Coliseum from Pokemon Battle Revolution. Yes, Pokemon Battle Revolution. That is the full name of the game. Do you think it'll take a while? Yeah. Why is it named 10 inches? Because it used to be named 9 inches, but we pushed it a little bit. Oh, I guess we're naming this EVA. Hey. Nope, it's not shiny. The Gyarados will be shiny first try. Yeah, I got good luck. How many shinies will you hunt? As many as you guys want. Pushed or exaggerated? No, pushed. All right. I guess I have an ad secret for you guys. I could play an ad because someone did redeem the ad break, and it's a really exciting one. So I'm gonna run the ad break. So only some people will see the secret. You guys ready? I hope it shows up well on with the green screen active. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. 1 sec. Look, this is the secret. It's merch. It's almost done. We have 19 seconds. Look at it. Look at it. It's so good. Ah! Merch is almost done. Okay, I'm gonna go take this off. And they didn't see anything. And they didn't see anything. Okay. Okay. All right. I just wanted to show you guys that. Are shiny chances boosted? No. Okay, that was a pretty good secret, right? Pretty good ad secret. They don't know. Pepe laugh. Oh. Okay. Yes, it's boosted. No, it is not boosted. Every time I get this Eevee, it's a 1 in 8,192 chance to be shiny. Which is why it may take a while. A mean word, thanks to the 3 months. I appreciate it. But I am a lucky individual, so it will not take that long. Phone went along the side the ad. Ah, crap. Whatever. You didn't see it in full detail then, right? But yeah, we've already reset 800 times. But thank you for all the subs, Kitten, Lord, Zaref. Thank you for the Prime. Gay Medieval Druid. Thanks for the sub. Welcome back. Leighton wasn't here last week. How do you get enough shinies to be able to do a run? I mean, you just need one shiny to do a run, don't you? Cody Dude, thanks for the 6 months. Maximus Prime Zero, thanks for the 4. Jacona, Mudkip, a mean word. Thank you for all the subs. I think that's everybody. Yeah, everybody in notifications. You're betting on 5969. We'll see. How many shinies do you have already? So like one. So like one. I have one shiny. You guys keep in mind, it's a 1 in 8,000 chance. And I've only been playing for 11 hours. Ninja Pig, thanks to the Prime. But yeah, I ended up, in Kendi, maybe? In Sendi? Ah. This is gonna take a month? No, it's not. Trust me, I'm lucky, okay? We all know that I'm lucky. Little Rue, thanks for the 7 months. Hey, quickly dropping by, saying thank you for the 17 months. Here's another. Be back active soon. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Can Luigi on the splash screen be shiny? I don't think so. I don't believe it can. Will the evolution of Eevee of shiny be shiny? Yes. Yeah, if your Pokemon is shiny, it evolves into a shiny Pokemon too. What are specific Pokemon you have to catch? So whenever I ask chat, hey, do you want this Pokemon to be shiny? You either say yes or no. And chat decides. So obviously the starter has to be shiny. And we don't really, technically, I don't think we need any more shiny Pokemon. It's just, I don't, like, it would be hard, but I think it's possible with for Alligator. But you guys said you wanted a shiny Eevee, so I'm doing a shiny Eevee. But yeah, I had a very, there's more than 4 HMs? No, you only need, Surf, Strength, and Whirlpool to beat the game. No joke, you actually only need Surf, Strength, and Whirlpool. And for Alligator can learn those 3. Plus, by the time you get to the 8th gym, that's all you need anyways. Oh, and Cut. Sorry, and Cut. But it can learn it as well. Snail's Tail, thank you for the 5 subs. Welcome to the Icon U5. So yeah, we can't catch just a random Pokemon for HMs. The random Pokemon, if we catch it, has to be shiny. Ah. Restock dolphin noises? I do at the beginning of every stream. 1. Someone used it before you. See you around, Little Root. Thanks for the resub. Hope you have a good trip. Hope good holiday trip. I can't remember. Lazlol, thanks for the 4 months. All right. I skipped your Jacona? No, I didn't. Oh, your bits, you mean. How about a Chunky Rucky? What's your favorite Pokemon? Check the FAQ. I skipped it because it's in the FAQ. If I ever ignore you with a question, most likely it's in the FAQ. Or I just don't feel like answering it. Gonna keep going until I catch it today? I'll go until I catch it or to go until I'm tired. One of the two. And you guys know I got that stamina. If you missed yesterday's stream, I got a new world record in pencil sharpening. That's pretty hype. I ended up getting a 3:27 and 11-second world record in pencil sharpening. I'm still gonna go until I get the I'm gonna go until I get a sub 3 though. How do you make it so fast? You just training, really. You just train as hard as you can. Try and go quick. All right, let's see. What's another Pokemon song? Let's switch to Stargazer for a bit. I love Battle Revolution music. I rediscovered it recently when I was going for like background music of some of my videos. And Pokemon Battle Revolution actually had some really, really good music just in the background the whole time. And you never really remembered it. Mirror B theme, we'll do Mirror B soon. Reminds me of Kirby music, yeah. Oh, I know you. You're that pencil guy. That's me. Hey, that's me. Ah. Almost at 9K? Oh my god, we are. We're actually almost at 9K. I said there's a good chance we reach 9K, but we're actually reaching it faster than I thought. There's a good chance we reach it today then, because we on average get like 100, 200 subs a day, which is just scary considering. That's insane. That is actually, just saying that is just ridiculous. I remember a year ago when like 200 in a month was ridiculous. That's wild. Pencil sharpening Titan. What about the pencil sharpening Titan? Are they here? It's Hypnosis. Thanks for the prime. The 3rd stage of Lumpy Gravy, 13 months. Klaus, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. And Kaido Desert, thanks for the sub as well. I appreciate it. All right, what can we talk about? Usually, during this, I do my best to tell stories to make, you know, just shiny hunting entertaining. What could it be? Kiwi Fuzzball, John, thanks for the sub. Yo, Magic, Dark, Light, thanks for the sub. Okay. Need waterfall to get to the Indigo Plateau and rock climb to get to red. You do not need rock climb to get to red. Why do so many people think that? You don't. I've done it. I've beaten this game several times, and every single time people are like, you gotta get rock climb, and then I go, it's like, I don't really think you do, and then like, whatever, we'll see, and then we'll see, and then I go to red and fight them without rock climb. Going for a Shiny Luigi? I'll let chat vote. An anonymous gifter gifted 50 subs. Whoever you are, thank you. That is so generous. Welcome to the ant colony, you 50 new people. Thank you so much. That is a lot. Wow. Teeth and Floor. Thanks to the tier 1. And Rake Up Jamsy. Thanks to the sub as well. That's a lot. Thank you. We're close. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, by the way, just a reminder, every 100 resets, I'll gift a sub once we get the shiny Pokemon. So, I think the last time we gifted subs, I gifted 13 subs because it took 1,352 resets. But every time we get a shiny Pokemon, every 100 resets, I'll gift subs. So, we're currently at 7 more gifted subs. For when I get the shiny. Because we're not going to stop until we get the shiny. That's just how it is. The odds are 1 in 8,192. So it's pretty low. Because it is full odds. Oh, I gotta crack my back. Come on. This is just awkward. This is just not... It doesn't feel good at all. Okay. Good. Benedict, thanks to the Prime. How far into the game are you? We currently have 4 badges. Did you reset your GPU? So I looked into it. And apparently, it's a driver issue. Where there's like a glitch in the drivers that happens that like... When you install the drivers, it misses a file in the... Is it like a... Is registry the right word? I don't know. It misses a file. And so you have to manually add a file to the registry or something. So it doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, it completely forgets to do like a key file, which is just stupid. Why didn't you play on Gen 6 or higher? Because this is the true challenge. The true test of patience. Yo, DJ, thanks for the $6. Watching old YouTube vids, amazing to see the progress you've made. It is insane. No, not the Pokedex. I almost reset on that. Woo. Where did the 700 resets come from? Eevee. We've reset 700 times last week for the Eevee, just at the end of the stream, and I figured I was going to try again this week. Bubble, it only took an hour to vine. This one has taken 11 hours. Gift 7 subs now? No, I gift the subs once we get the shiny. That's what happens. Have you done any black-white runs? Yes, I've beaten Pokemon Black and White without EXP. Why Gen 6? Gen 6 shiny chances are doubled. I believe Gen 6 and beyond, it's a 1 in 4,000 chance. And even a higher in recent generations. 1,352 tries for the Totodile. Will you soft reset for shiny Luigi? I'll let chat vote whether they want to or not. Okay, good. It's a 1 in 23 chance in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That is so dumb. A 1 in 23 chance? They're not even special anymore at that point. I'm fairly sure that's right. In Ultra Wormholes. That is so... That's just... They're not even special. Like, if you make it so easy that they're not even unique anymore. Like, the cool thing with shiny Pokemon is that, you know, maybe one of your friends has seen one. Right? If they don't actively hunt them out and just reset over and over again, is they're very, very hard to get. That's the point. You're not supposed to have hundreds of shinies. You're supposed to have one friend that might have one. You know? Thanks to the bits, Godspeed. Glad I'm able to improve your mood. Getting the increased odds takes skill. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna have 5 at the end. We'll see. Thanks 100-bit Cyclan. You cutie, thank you. Yo, in 2K years, thanks for the prime. I wonder what kind of stories we could talk about, because you guys. Yo, nice number of subs. Yo, 8969. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Is this a Nuzlocke? No, I don't think so. It's a Nuzlocke until we make a mistake, in which then it isn't. What's your guess for how long you get a shiny? I think 20 minutes. It'll be 20 minutes. I've done the calculations in my head. I've analyzed the game code. Knew the exact moment we started this, the exact frame we started the game, the exact time. Should be about 20 minutes. How many resets per minute can you do? Like 4, I think. I don't know. Not if I keep nicknaming it. Nephilim and Maristeer. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate the support. Talk about the weirdest thing that you've done. Weirdest thing that you've done. What do you think weirdest thing? I mean, definitely doing some weird speedruns like a pencil sharpening speedrun. That's probably like some of the strangest things that I've done is competitive pencil sharpening. But also, like, I feel like growing up, I was just a weird person in general. Joe stacking, competitive Joe stacking was also a weird one. The notorious BIG, thanks to the prime. Yeah, competitive Joe stacking was one. Who is Joe and why are you stacking him? It's hard to explain. So I was at an event called GSA Legends. It was a live kind of speedrunning event at beyond or at the summit place, not beyond the summit, at like the summit location where like they host like Smash summits and stuff. And they have in like the lounge area, they have these bean bags, like massive comfortable bean bags. According to Bulbapedia, rock climb is needed. Well, why didn't I use it, Caesar? Why didn't I use it? Dawava man, thanks for the 4 months. Why have I not needed rock climb to get up to red in the past? If that was true. All right. Anyways. But yeah, GSA stands for Global Speedrunning Association, I believe. Do you actually reset that many times? No, I reset one more time than that. As you can see. But yeah, I ended up, there's a series of bean bags. In the lounge area, there's like a huge set of like couches and just random like stuff. And at that event, like in the background, we ended up creating a fake sport where you have 2 teams of 3, and what you need to do is everyone has their own beanbag, and the way it works is you need to place a beanbag on the ground, have one person lay on top of the beanbag, and then the next person needs to put a beanbag on top of them and lay on their beanbag, and then one person needs to put a beanbag on top and jump to land on top. And once the bottom person on the stack has their hands and legs out so it's not touching the ground, that is when the stack is completed and you need to hold it for 3 seconds or something like that. And so we, as a joke on stream, did competitive Joe stacking where we had like a professional set of commentators commentate the Joe stacking just on a whim. We had 2 teams of 3, or I think it was 3 teams of 3 actually. And we had like a round robin bracket and then all the way up to the championship. Like it was intense, like competition. Yeah, it was fun. Swift Panda, thanks for the 13 months. I wonder if you can find it. I wonder if it's on like YouTube or something. Joe stacking GSA. Yo, it's on YouTube.
Artemis, you were joining me here on the couch. We have Joe stacking World Series coming up. Can you?
But yeah, like
Crucial. It is the key element because if the top Joe cannot, the big Joe foes, they are
like
Doughboy getting ready to go on top. Cannot wait. Very eager to get on top of here. The stack is extremely tall. The Joe running away. Gotta keep him in place. No helping out. Holding the Joe.
you guys can hear this, right?
Jump right up. And once again, a pretty diagonal stack. He's up there. Arms are out.
Show us. Okay. Here, I'll show you. Here it is. Here's what the Joe stack looks like. Like
once again, a pretty diagonal stack. He's up there. Arms are out. We've got holding going on. We got holding. Hard to see, but you can't see on the camera.
Hey, look, there's me. But yeah, like, let's see if I can. I think this is my team. Yeah, this is my team.
2 formations now to their name. That was super quick. Second one.
SmallAnt still with his strategy. I still have not seen this.
There's like Easy Scape and I and like.
Definitely evolved from the
Yo,
start.
look at that fast stack.
Facing up and hold. That's so important.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
That was a wonderful last formation. That was
Big
insane.
Joe foes. And
Is that Shift? Yeah, Shift is there. Torch is there. Like, there's a lot of big people there.
Pretty good time.
If you want to watch it, just search Joe Stacking World Series GSA Legends Day 3. It's legendary. It's some quality content. So that's Joe Stacking. Probably the weirdest thing I've ever done, but we were all just like, let's do it. Why the heck not? It'll be fun. Do it again with the mods? Honestly, I might. You should redo it post-corona? Yeah. That could be fun. Mod Joe stacking team, and we could use, yeah. I think one of the first Discord messages Abby ever sent me was she designed team shirts for a Joe stacking league. I think that's the first thing that Abby ever sent me on Discord. Or one of the first, if not first. It was great. They were good. They looked good too. You still have them? If you still have them, yeah. What's your current shiny team? You're looking at it. It's on screen. My entire team. Thanks for the $5. Just say Robin, new sub goal. Joe stacking stream with the mods. This is one you feel it? Alright. Here it is. Which mods would be on my team? Only the best ones. It'll be one big team against the world. Yo, AG Lego, thank you for the 3,000 freaking bits. Oh my lord. Thank you so much. My god. No, it would be you know what it should be? It should be my mods versus Point Crow's mods. It could be fun. There's a lot of overlap. Okay, the people with overlap would people would we'd have to figure something out there. They get to pick. Yeah, they get to pick. Because we know my team would be better, so everyone would want to be on my team. Because, like, the taller you are, the easier Joe stacking is. And so, I mean, Eric's team is at a disadvantage from the start. Magic Dark, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. $2,100 resets on Eevee alone. No, we are only at 800 resets. By the way, that's another gifted sub. Reached another 100. Yeah, could you put it in the media Discord, Abby? You never finished the Joe stacking meme? Oh, no. What if you accidentally go past the shiny Eevee? I'll cry. Who's Joe? Joe Mama. You actually need rock climb for reaching red. So, in my last playthrough, why didn't I need rock climb to reach red? What's called Joe stacking because the beanbags are Joe's. And we stack them. Can you gift a sub if you're already subscribed to SmallAnt? You can, yes. What's the worst time you messed up on stream when people were watching? There's been a few times where I've accidentally leaked my full address and location. But I reacted fast enough that no one noticed it or saw it, and I deleted the VOD afterwards. Like, there was one time where when we were getting... there was one stream where when I was ordering pizza, I typed in pizza into Google, and it showed up. And when you type in pizza into Google, for whatever reason, instead of showing the first search results, it shows your exact location and pizza places that are around you. So, yeah, that sucked. And I, like, moved it right away so no one noticed, but... God, that was terrifying. Shiny Antic is rough? Nah, it's not rough. It's good. Are there official specs for beanbags for Joe stacking? There's a specific type, yeah, of the Joes. Is that a Zelda stream? Yeah, that was a New Year's stream. Why would they even do that? Well, they don't expect other people to be like, glancing at your screen and don't know where you live. You posted them. If anyone wants to see the Joe Stacking League shirts, they're in the Discord in the media channel. Check it out. All right, let's change the music. No, I don't like that. I hate that one. I'm sorry. Did you get sub message, Silver Moon? I did. Thanks for the 4 months. Will you upload the Pokemon streams to YouTube? Yeah, all of them go onto YouTube. I don't know, like, yeah. There haven't been any Pokemon streams that haven't made it to YouTube, except one, because it was a little bit boring to watch, because it was Pokemon, but I couldn't see the HUD. So it was literally just a Pokemon battle, but 2 Pokemon were sitting there the whole time. And that was it. Because you couldn't tell what was going on, you just had to memorize it. So that one wasn't very fun to watch. I'll be honest. It was captivating. It was a cool challenge because it was like a realistic Pokemon battle challenge where you couldn't see your moves, you couldn't see your health, you couldn't see your level, because in real Pokemon you generally can't do that if Pokemon were real. But it made it so it wasn't fun to watch at all. You could tell what move you were using based on the animation, but like, that's all you could see. The Pokemon and the move animations. You didn't know anything else. Thanks to the 100 bits. How many more resets until you give subs? I said when I get the shiny. What will you turn your Eevee into? Chat will vote. What else can we talk about? Let's see. I need to take my wallet out of my pocket. It's messing me up. I'm feeling so good today. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I had an incredible sleep last night. I don't know why, but I woke up feeling so well rested. It was strange. Flagjack, 11 months. Let's go. Ah. Thank you. Yeah, do the water drop thing. You mean this one? That one? Okay. Our conversation at that time was so awkward. Well, yeah, we hadn't spoken at all. Math, aha. Thanks to the 13 months. Hadn't spoken too much. The first time you talk to anyone is always so awkward. Like, you don't know anything about them. You don't know what their sense of humor is like. So you're like being really like giving hints as to what you're like, but then not really giving it all away. Like, I feel like for me in person, there's something different about being physically with someone rather than talking online. Like, I feel like I'm pretty talkative online to people through like Discord and stuff. But if I meet someone in person quite often, I'm just like, just don't say anything. Like, it's weird. Magical Dark Light, thanks to the tier 1, appreciate it. Like, it's just I don't know what to say because it feels different. You know, I don't want to interrupt them, so I'd rather just say nothing. Like, yeah. Had a pencil sharpening go, 11-second world record. Poor social skills? I mean, yeah, I have I would say I have relatively poor social skills just because I don't really leave the house that much. How's the hunt's going? Well. How do you know it's a shiny Eevee? It looks shiny. Like, it doesn't look like this, and there's a star on the right side of the screen. It's pure white? Yeah, it's like a grayish, I think. Had a dream last night you got to hang out with Ant Mods IRL. Nice. I think Crow had that dream as well. He dreamed about a pile of ants. Watching your vids. Glad you can tune into the stream. Welcome to the stream. I see a bunch of new names today, as per usual. Hello, everybody. What's the dumbest thing you did to impress someone? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the weirdest. I don't think I'm like ever gone out of my way too much to impress people. Keith Sneef, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate it. I see a bunch of new names every day. I do. There's always new people. It's amazing. I guess like on Twitch and on like a Discord, it's kind of easier just because a lot of the time it's a different dynamic where instead of having people like having like a back and forth conversation, quite often it's more of like a one-way conversation. Worst haircut you've ever gotten? Okay. I could tell you about my worst haircut story ever. So it was yesterday. I was, no. I think I was around maybe 20-ish. I had never had a haircut that I liked in my life. Every time I get a haircut, I'm like, this just looks worse than before, but it's shorter. It's like, this time it's gonna be different. This time I am going to get a good haircut. So I went online, I searched up, you know, how to describe a hair, you know, taper, different styles, undercut, overcut, textured, whatever, you know, all of the terms for hair cutting. I learned them all and got a bunch of pictures of the hairstyle that I wanted, learned everything, figured out how to describe what I wanted. So I went to like a barber shop. I went to like a barber shop. I described what I wanted. I showed a photo of what I wanted. And the person sat down. They're like, oh, okay. So you want it to be more 2020 and less 2019. I was like, yeah, sure. And then what she did was not what I asked at all. I asked for something kind of similar to what I have now, slightly longer. And what she did was she took the closest like buzz cut thing, I don't know what it's called. She shaved all the, like a circle all the way around my head. So I just had a circle on the top of my head coming out. And after that haircut, I looked in the mirror. She was like, do you like that? And I was like, mm-hmm. And just paid so I could leave. Like the moment she started cutting the hair, I was like, she shouldn't be using that for what I asked. That's not what I asked for at all. And she just completely ignored everything that I said. And I remember I had never worn hats at any point of that point in my life. I hated hats. But after that haircut, I didn't even go home. Instead of going home, I drove over to the mall to a hat store and bought a series of hats to wear every single day until my hair grew back out. And so for the next like 6 months, it took 6 months for my hair to grow back out to get the hairstyle that I wanted. I wore beanies. I went to work and I had to wear a hard hat for work. And I was talking to the person that I worked with all the time. And I was complaining about my haircut and she was like, what does it look like? And I took it off and she started laughing and said like I looked like a pineapple. She called it the pineapple cut. That's the worst haircut I've ever had. I look like a goddamn pineapple. It was terrible. And then you know what I did afterwards? After my hair had finally grown out, and I don't know why I did this, because it was the closest barbershop to my house, I went back and I tried again. I described what I wanted. I sat down in the chair, described what I wanted. And I got a different person this time. I got a different person. It wasn't the same person. It wasn't a lady. It was a guy. It was a 60-year-old man who, as I learned over the course of the haircut, this was his first day cutting hair in a hair cutting place. He had been an electrician his whole life and wanted to try out hair cutting. And so, it was his first day there at the barber shop. He had just been hired. and it was the best haircut I have ever got. I went home after I got the haircut. I took pictures from literally every angle, and now whenever I get a haircut, I just give them my phone and say scroll through it. And they give me a good haircut every time. Best haircut I've ever had. He did an incredible job. Raymond, I still remember his name because I was so amazed. Raymond gave me such an incredible haircut. I think it cost me like, the haircut was like $25 and I just gave him a 50 and I was like, keep it. You've made the rest of my life so much easier. It's like I have finally got a haircut that I am happy with. You've earned this. Teeth in the floor. Thank you for the 13 subs. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Ancon to U13. Is that? Well, that's 9,000 subs. We're back up to 9,000, baby. Oh, I guess we're doing trail percent then, huh? Ooh, baby. All right, well, I guess we'll do that next time I get the chance. Next time I can go buy a drill. I would need to buy a drill or get a drill. Let's change the music. It's been going for a few minutes. Drama Llama, thanks for the gifted sub, and Lunar Luxa, thanks for the sub as well. Give me a sec. Let me give me a moment. I can't do a Vegeta voice. I was trying to. I muted my mic just to give it a try. I can't do it. I'll do my best though.
Vegeta, what did the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
Okay, that's the best I can do. That's my best Nappa and Vegeta impression. My throat now hurts a lot. I had to do it. You only reach over 9,000 once in a blue moon. Not bad. I used to do a bang-on Vegeta impression, but I have to take 15 minutes to completely destroy my vocal cords first to get the raspiness right. Dankus Llama, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. SK Splattershot, thanks for the sub as well. Partial Nubity, thanks for the prime.
Vegeta, what does the counter say about Ants Colony?
A Majestic Barrel, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it.
It's over 9,000.
I can't do that like the yell. It just hurts. It just hurts. Meowth voice? I don't think I could do a Meowth voice. You sound like a bird when I'm whistling or what? Thanks to Bits Godspeed. New music? Alright. Orange Kyber, thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate it. How many hours are you going to try getting an Eevee? As many as it takes. You guys voted for yes. I'm going to continue until we get it. Which, honestly, we'll get it today. I'm lucky. It's a little quiet. Here we go. Big lake vibes. Ooh. Try to do Vegito. I don't know what that sounds like. Isn't that like two people talking at the same time? What other stories now? Yeah, what other stories could we talk about? What other things could I Discuss. The haircut one I feel like was pretty good. Yo, real Steve Jobs. Thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Back from the dead. Hello. Oh yeah, we need to change the sub goal. What should the new sub goal be? Awkward dates. I only had like 1 or 2 like legitimate dates, and it was just me destroying her at Scrabble because she thought she was good. I don't sandbag. I got over 300 points and she got like 150. Getting 7-letter words, triple word scores left and right. Alright, I placed down add for 3 points. Oh, good job. Yeah. Wow, what a word. It didn't work out. Had too weak a Scrabble game. Yo, stonked Scizor. Thanks for the 3 gifted subs. Appreciate it. All right. I'm trying to think. What could we make as a new sub goal? Like what? I know what it is. Scrabble with another streamer? Maybe. I mean, Joe stacking with the mods. We have to all be in the same place for that. That'd be tough. How can you read chat? I do my best. All right, this is what we were gonna do. The next sub goal was supposed to be this. Alright, this is what your new sub goal is. It'll update in a moment. It's a pretty good one. I think that'll be fun. Dance Pad Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah? At 10k subs, you ask people to stop talking about Marissa? Yeah, that would be good. It's literally just friends. Should do that. I should do that just every day. What's your dream job? Being background noise. You know what the trouble is? You know what the trouble is with asking people to not like ask about it? Because it's just weird. It's just like weird. Because all of them are just like date. I don't want to. Even if we blacklist the word like Marissa, like 50% of the people are like, how are you and Miranda? Like, who even is that? So, are you gonna play Minecraft with Matilda again? What? Hey. I know you play piano, but have you played with your marimba? Come on. Please stop. Please stop. It's weird. You're scaring the shiny Eevee away. All right, I'll stop. You're only hurting yourself. No. What's the best roast comeback you've ever gotten? I haven't had any in recent memory. Usually whenever I roast Point Crow, he just says he has a micro penis. How do the resets counter work? Whenever I reset, it goes up. Where's the lie? I don't know. He says that. I've never said that about him. I would never insult someone who might have a you know, I would never do that. That's a low blow, but he's doing it to himself, so I'll let him. I would never insult Point Crow. I would never insult Point Crow with stuff that's like actually mean that I feel like he would feel bad about. Logan Horn, thanks for the prime. How many hours are you gonna be on until I get tired? I might be a longer stream today because I feel energetic. Did you play Link's Awakening on stream? Yes. So, did you guys know I played the remake for Link's Awakening? We beat the first dungeon. I have never seen Link's Awakening remake. I've beat the first dungeon, and I have never seen the game. You saw it while editing? Shh. We played through the game. I turned my monitor off. Chat could see it. I couldn't. Chat guided me, and I'd never seen the game before. It was a double blind playthrough. I had never played the game before, and I couldn't even see the game. Maybe beat Dungeon 2 as a sub goal. We tried, and there's just no way. It wasn't possible. Did you have any school bullies? What's the worst one you had? Yeah, my grade 4 teacher. Yeah, Divine edited that video, you guys. It was the first video Divine edited. Have you done? It's in the description. Just getting warmed up. How many gifted subs are we at? I don't know, whatever, like 8 right now. Your biggest fail. Biggest fail. I'm trying to think. See you around, Lemonade. Is that just your only messages, Ace? Is SmallAnt big forehead? Come on, man. Literally, there was one person, so I've seen the message occasionally in chat, and I was like, I thought I recognized the username. And yeah, it's just their message history is just SmallAnt, big forehead. It's like, come on. I have a big head to store this big old brain. Is a GameCube a good investment? I mean, it depends on if you're gonna use it or not. What is my earliest memory? My earliest memory, I was probably 2 or 3 years old. And my dad, he was a police officer at the time. And he worked a graveyard shift, so like midnight to 8. And he had just got home and fallen asleep, and I had just woken up. And I was like, I want to hang out with Dad. And so I went over to his bed. I sat on his chest and like jumped on it to try and like wake him up, and he didn't wake up. And I remember physically opening his eyes, and they were like incredibly bloodshot because he just stayed up the whole night. It's like, wake up, wake up. And it turns out he was dead. No, I'm kidding. He was just asleep. He wasn't actually dead. He's fine. No, he was fine. He was dead tired. I didn't finish the sentence. But yeah, that was my first memory. I forgot to say tired after that sentence. He was dead tired. But no, he didn't. That's all I remember. Is just opening his eyes. They were really bloodshot. That's my first memory. My second memory, I'm trying to think of my second memory. I think my second memory that I remember was when we did the ice fishing thing. Like the ice fishing story where we went to the actually I have a memory that I feel like is fake. I remember it, and I remember it so vividly. But I don't think it actually happened because it doesn't make any sense. But it's a memory that I have, and it's very vivid. I remember sitting at home, and the news was on. And I remember someone being interviewed by the news station, and it was my dad on the news being interviewed. And we live in like a really small town. Like it was just like a bystander interview thing. So it doesn't make sense that he would have been like interviewed because we live in a small town. No news ever happened here. And I remember him coming home and saying that like, you were in the news, and he was just like, no, I wasn't. I was just at work. So I don't think it actually happened, but I was awake the whole time. I remember it happening. I remember a few minutes later he came home, and I remember that through the banister railing thing, I remember like poking my head through and seeing him come in and remembering that he was on the news. Like it may have been like a look-alike, but it definitely wasn't a dream. It must have been someone that looked exactly like him. Mom said you dreamed it. Do you remember me saying that? 21 years ago? Must have been a dream? No. No, I know for sure it wasn't a dream. Like, even when I was younger, I could tell the difference between dreams and not dreams. But Aunt, you died 15 years ago. Actually, that's something else that happened. I remember watching, I think it was Rescue Heroes as a kid. I was maybe like 4 or 5. I remember sitting on the carpet and just sitting there. And I remember digging my hands into the carpet like deeper than they've ever gone before. Like I was just like digging my tiny little fingers in there. And I remember feeling like a piece of plastic almost, and I pulled it out. And it was like a weird button, but not like buttons that go on clothes. It was like a really vibrant button that you'd see on like a clown outfit or something like that. Like really bright and kind of pretty small. And I remember like, that's weird. I like put it on there and I digged my fingers in again and I found like a second button that was slightly larger. And I like pulled it out. And being so young, I remember seeing those buttons and I was like, oh no. Like I'm pulling out the carpet. Like for a really long time, until I saw at carpet being installed, I thought that underneath the fabric of carpet was just a layer of buttons. Because of that memory of me just pulling out like buttons from a carpet. But it must have been someone like just in the past was just doing some like sewing and they dropped some buttons on the ground and they got stuck in the carpet. But for probably until I was like 13, I honestly thought that under the carpet was just a layer of buttons and I didn't know why. I just assumed it's like, I guess all carpets are like that, huh? Because I mean, that's my only experience seeing the underside of a carpet was just buttons, so that must be how all carpets are like. It's like they hold the carpet down, I guess. Yeah. Let's switch. Okay, I'm fine with this. Igora, thanks for the 2 months. No, don't nickname it. Gonna have to do this with legendaries? We'll see how I feel. Wintry Calm, thanks for the year. Let's go, welcome back. Which stories are great? I'm glad you like them. Trying to think what else. As like a kid. What was your favorite stream to do? These streams are actually really fun. Surprisingly fun. Capuchu, thanks for the sub. I think I missed that. Welcome back. Gives you more time to talk with us? Yeah. It's basically a just chatting stream with some extra stuff going on. Sadim, I missed your gift sub. Thank you for the gift sub, Sadim. It must have been a long time ago because it didn't show up on my notifications. Thank you. What does the shiny Eevee look like? It looks like this. Here. It looks like that, but gray. Top 5 cartoons growing up. So that's the thing. I said it yesterday, but if there is a cartoon that you watched growing up, I didn't watch it. Because all I ever did was play Pokemon or like other video games. I wasn't a TV watcher. I just like literally the only TV show that I watched regularly was probably Survivor because my mom watched it, like family watch it like every Wednesday or whatever. Come home and I'd cheer on like Rupert or whatever. Or Stephanie. Those are the ones that I remember the most. Or Rob. So whatever's your favorite show you want to go on it, it would be cool. It'd be a cool experience. Boston Rob, Pog, Champ, yup. That was so hype when he won. Okay. You missed the Survivor combo? Don't worry. It was just how I remember cheering on like Rupert or Stephanie or Boston Rob. Canadians are allowed on Survivor now? Crazy. Interesting. Wouldn't that take like a month? I'd have to take like a month off. Yeah, it's 39 days. One survivor. A month without stream monka. One sole survivor. Right, that's how he says it. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. AG Lego, giving a sub to Ants for me. Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the A Colony, Ants for me. I just stream while beyond Survivor. Yo, we're reaching 222. 2. You have a signed photo of it? Guys, right, wasn't he at like a thing? I can't remember. I think you told me about that once. Isn't he like really short? Your uncle used to work for him. Ah. Isn't Jeff Probst like Eric sized? I don't know. All right, here we go. We're getting close. He's 5'10". Never mind. Someone told me he's like 5 foot. Who told me that? Someone told me he was just like 5 feet tall. I remember someone on stream telling me that, and they convinced me completely that he was 5 feet tall. How? Huh. All right, here we go. 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's do it. Come on. This is the one. What's the next one? It definitely wasn't me, ... Okay. Yeah, he's 5'10", got it. Have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yes. One of the best shows I have ever watched. So good. One of the best shows of all time. Avatar: The Last Airbender is so good. Like, anyone can watch it in any age and just have fun with it. Like, it's so good. Like, if I watched it as a kid, it would have been just the best. If I watched it as an adult, it was the best. We sure this Eevee can be shiny? Yeah, we're sure it can. Have you watched Legend of Korra? No, I haven't watched all of it. It's been on, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender has been on Canadian Netflix for, like, 5 years. I watched Avatar and Korra as well, but I just never got around to Korra. Think Avatar is an anime or cartoon? Technically a cartoon, because it's not, like, Japanese created. How rare is a shiny? 1 in 8,192. Canadian Netflix has... It doesn't have a lot of stuff, but it has a lot of good stuff on it. Travel stories. You can just ban them, Abby. They've been spamming like that all day. I'm very patient. Oh yeah, I am. A lot of Japanese people consider it to be anime because it's the same style? Okay. I mean, if Japanese people consider it to be anime, I think that would be anime. Yo, Creedy with the 17 months, by the way. Next one's gonna be it for sure. Thank you for the 17 months. The next one? Alright. Next one. Didn't even see that. Next one after this, though. Ever heard of Evangelion? I've watched it. Yeah, it was good. The ending is a little confusing, but good. It definitely, like, I don't know if it was just a cop-out ending or, like, or not. Because it kind of felt like a whole cop-out ending. Like, they were like, we gotta end the show. How do we do it? Oh, let's make it really deep and mysterious, but in a way that no one understands without, like, a full movie to explain it. I have not watched the movie. Throw of them, thanks to the tier 1. Watch it? Okay. They ran out of money, so it was a forced ending? They ran out of budget. Okay, well that makes sense. Because they just had to end it abruptly. Whew, that was slick. Drop a water bottle and caught it as it was falling. A lot of upsetting stuff was happening at the time. Frig. The creator had an existential crisis. Oh. The movie has a better ending? Okay. The speedrun tag is kind of inappropriate. I'm speedrunning getting an Eevee. It's faster than anyone else can do it. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I've said it in the past. It's Northern Lion. That's who I watch the most. What if the Eevee is female as well? I'd be fine with that. Okay, your luck sucks? No, it doesn't. In a 1 in 8,000 odds, I got a shiny Feraligatr, which is the best one to get for a starter. And then it also is a female, which is a 1 in 16 chance. I have incredible luck. But yeah, I normally speedrun anyways, so it's fitting for the stream in general. Let's see. What else can we talk about? There's a YouTuber named SmallAnt1. I don't know who that is. Speaking of YouTube, my favorite YouTuber for a very long time. Like, I watched kind of Northern Lion and for like just general content for a long time, but then I also watched Shady Penguin. I watched all of his Pokemon content for years. I started watching once he was playing like the X and Y Wi-Fi battles, and like I still kind of watch him to this day whenever he uploads. It's a lot less on his YouTube channel. He uploads a lot less, and there's certain games that I just am not interested in that he's playing in. But it's so weird. I grew up watching Shady Penguin, like pretty much every day. I remember coming home from work after a graveyard shift, and in the morning I would go to sleep. In the morning I'd go home. I had just worked a graveyard shift, so it's 8 a.m. and he would have uploaded the team prep for a league battle, like the GBA or the like a league, like they did leagues with a bunch of PokeTubers, like competitive leagues. And I'd watch that, and I would see the team prep and stuff, and then I'd go to sleep. And I think I wake up after like 5 or 6 hours, then I'd be able to watch the actual battle itself. And I had that as my like routine every week. I'd watch all of the playthroughs as well, all of his collaborations and stuff. And I remember seeing him as just this massive Pokemon YouTuber that was just like, it would be really cool to one day do that, but it's like he's just so massive, and it was just completely out of the question. And this morning, I surpassed him in YouTube subs. Which is so weird. It's so surreal. Like, it's amazing. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. He left for a long time. YouTube is suppressing him. No, YouTube isn't suppressing him. He's just not putting out content that people want to watch. Like, like, he's still using the, like, I really enjoy his content. I do. I've been watching through the rival lock that he's been uploading recently. But no one new is gonna click on that. No one is gonna, like, everyone that is subscribed to him or 90% of the people that have subscribed to him have aged out of his content. Or just aren't interested in Pokemon anymore. And he's not doing anything to attract new people to the channel, so views are going to go down. New song? Okay. Oh, crap. We're just gonna do this. I know we're usually doing Pokemon songs, but this showed up. Anyways, travel stories. What? Do you ever watch Chugga Conroy? I have never watched any of their videos. No, don't know what it's like. Trying to think, where have I traveled? How many countries have you been to? 4? I think 4. Canada, the US, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. That's it. I think Dominican Republic is a country, right? Yes? Okay. Good. I have not been to Europe. No, I was planning on going to Europe this year. I was gonna go to Germany. I was gonna stop by Italy. I was going to go to the Netherlands for TwitchCon. Like, I was going to TwitchCon, but I was taking a week just to go around a few places in Italy. Just to see people. And it was all canceled. It sucked. Because of COVID. Have you been to Mexico? Yeah, but only like the really touristy places. Like Cancun, Puerto Vallarta. What's the drinking age in Canada? 18 or 19, depending on where you're from. Do you like Insane in the Rain? Yes, they're incredible. They're so good. Black Dragon, mod trip in Europe when COVID goes away? Absolutely. When will it go away, though? I'm trying to think of some interesting things that have happened in... Did I tell you guys about the elevator story when I was in Mexico? I feel like I have. No? Could have swore I did. Alright. Anyway, so when we went to when we went on holidays, we'd usually go to like kind of all-inclusive resorts, like big like locations with like a lot of people there, but there's like restaurants and things to do all in one location. And I was on like the maybe 6th floor of like a 7th floor building for my room. And you need to take like an elevator to go up and down. And I remember going into an elevator to go down. I got in, the door closed, but it didn't like fully close. Like I could still kind of see through a crack in the door. And I remember the door closed and it was going down. And I remember like kind of looking at the crack and like I just like put my hand in between the door and like pushed it open a little bit just to see like, is it like gonna open or is it actually closed? And it like touched it And then the elevator just stopped. And I could see on the top half of the elevator, the floor of one floor, and on my feet, I could see the thing of another. But it wouldn't open. It was completely locked shut, but there was a tiny gap. And it closed. And I was in like swim trunks. I think I had and a shirt on. And so I was alone in an elevator. And it was stuck there for like a minute, and I was like, is it gonna move? Like, what's gonna happen? And I remember there was like a call button, like a panic button in there, and I pressed it. But what happened is I pressed the panic button, and all it did was I heard a buzz outside of the elevator on the floor above me. It was probably like floor 4. And when I pressed on the button, I could just hear it go, and that's all it did. It wasn't like a call help. It just made a buzzing sound. And so I remember pressing that button. I like pressed it down once, and it was just like a zzz. And then I waited a minute, see if anyone like would call, or if anyone would come. Nobody came, no response, and so I pressed it again. Zzz. Another few minutes went by, nothing happened, and I like held it down for a little bit longer, and again, like nothing happened. I could hear the elevator beside me go up and down because there were multiple elevators, and I wound up. It was 40 degrees Celsius outside, and the elevator was in like an area that was outside. So I was in a metal box, and it was 40 degrees outside. And it was not air conditioned. And it got very, very warm. And it got to the point where I was just pressing the button like over and over again, and eventually I got like really warm, and I had to sit down. And what happened was I sat down on the floor of the elevator, and the button lined up perfectly with my like head. And so what I did was just this for like 20 or 30 minutes. Just pressing the button. Just sitting on the floor of an elevator. 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Like sweating. Incredibly warm, like on the edge of like a heat stroke. And there was just nothing I could do, because I couldn't open the door. I tried. And eventually I heard someone speaking Spanish. And I was like, hello? Hello? And then they heard that, they were like, oh, that's then they said something in Spanish, and then someone like, they left. I was like, oh God, they left. Okay. And then they came back with someone that was like, just 1 minute. And so they ended up, they got the elevator moving after like a few more minutes, and I got out, and they're like, what room are you? And I told them my room number, and they're like, we're so sorry. We'll leave something in your room that's for you. And so I went out, and I went out, jumped into the water because I was nearly freaking dead because I was so warm. And when I went to my room that night, I had a huge fruit basket. I had like 2 bottles of very nice rum. It was a bottle of rum and a bottle of tequila. I was 16. It was great. Peters, thanks for the 6 months. Appreciate it. So, at the end of it all, it was probably worth it. You know, 30 minutes for all that good stuff. Wasn't bad. Yeah, I never took that elevator ever again. Read what CJ said. CJ, what do you say? Messages. What do you use for your event thing on the top left? Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs. Did I check? Oh, oops. Oh, yeah, I do have it in my inventory. No shiny yet. But yeah, after that, I just never took that elevator. I always would take the other one. If the other one opened, I would just leave. I remember when I was a kid once, I was probably like old enough to know better, but I was in an elevator and I remember getting to the ground floor of the, it was in like a hotel or like a resort or something. I remember getting into the elevator and I pressed the button, and this was a building, a hotel that had like maybe 20 or 30 floors. And I remember pressing the button for the home floor, and I was like, I wonder what happens if I press all the buttons. And so, like, right as I was getting to the ground floor, I was just like, and the door opened, and like this old man was standing outside, and I kind of realized that moment what I had done. And I was like, I just like went out and like started walking very quickly, and the old man got in the door, and as it was closing, he noticed it. He was like, really? And I was like, we made eye contact. I just ran away, and I just tried to never see that guy again. Like, we made eye contact, and I was just like, guess you're stuck. Brew, thanks to the prime. I'm pure chaotic evil? No. It was chaotic energy for sure. I just didn't know what would happen. I didn't have evil intentions. I just didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, what's gonna happen? It was a chaotic neutral play for me. JD Wilson, thanks to the tier 1. Appreciate it. So that was you. I finally found you. I was curious. That's chaotic dumbass. Yeah, exactly. How many floors were there? I think there was like 20 or 30. What did you think would happen? I don't know. That's why I wanted to find out. If I thought something would have happened, I would have just believed that's what would have happened. Poison River, thanks for the prime. What's your favorite type of weather? So I've never been in like a hurricane or a tornado. But weather that is incredibly windy. Doesn't have to be raining, but really, really strong winds. I liked just, I remember whenever we had a really strong wind, like a windstorm, I would just stand outside and just listen to the wind running through the trees. Like, you could just hear the trees like creak and like groan. Just the wind rushing through them. It was a nice sound. It just like feeling really strong wind. It's nice. I like that. Play an ad. It was redeemed. Okay. I guess I'll do this again. Here's the ad break. Here's the ad secret. This is just gonna be the ad secret today. It's merch. It's merch. It's a pink hoodie. Look. It's so cute. It's so freaking cute. Let me get the blue one. Oh, I was wearing this one earlier, so the sleeve is all messed up. It looks so good. It's so good. It's so cute. How might one obtain it? I'm in the final stages. That's just a preview. That's just a preview. Did I miss your sub, Friskiest? Yeah, it's not on my notifications. Thank you for the sub if I missed it. It didn't show up in my notifications. Is that a lighter or heavier hoodie? It's like medium. It's kind of halfway in between like a really heavy hoodie and a light one. I figured I'd just get the middle ground, but it's good. I like it a lot. Like I'm happy with the ad breaks over. I'm happy with the quality and stuff. Like it's all good. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Okay, next song. Accumulatown. Is the hoodie your only product for merch? One of them doesn't show up very well because of the green screen, but give me a sec. Oh, I've been wearing the other one. I'll just give you guys a full preview. So we got this one as well, which is a shirt. It's the man. Where's the top? Where's the top? Where's the neck? Yeah. It's the man. It's kind of hard to see. And then there's the one that won't show up very good on stream because of the green screen. But trust me, it looks freaking cool. Let's see, I'll turn off the green screen. It's wet nut art. Oh, what? God, your merch slaps. I know. I've been working on it for like 8 months, getting like the right artists, good quality stuff, getting it shipped, getting good samples. When will these be out? So these are all of the samples. They look really good. I like all of them. So right now we're just, I think I'm probably be in the final stages of how many I need to pre-produce for like an initial launch. Get the website up and then pricing. Website, and what about the beanie? Oh yeah, we have beanies as well. They're comfy. Yeah, they're like, the material is really nice actually. I'm happy with it. Like, I'm not selling like cheap merch. Where will the release announcement be? Everywhere. If you follow me on Twitter, on Discord, on YouTube, on Twitch, it's gonna be everywhere. This will be what I'm pretty proud of these. You'd make money if you sell cheap merch though? I want to be proud of what I'm selling. I want to be able to go out myself wearing my own merch and say, this feels good. Will it be available for a limited time? Likely what I will do is on release, I'll have some percentage off for the first like week or two. Probably for the first 2 weeks. It'll be like a certain percentage off. But then I think after that, we'll probably have like, it'll just stay up. But we'll see. It may be limited release. I haven't completely finalized the details on that yet. Silk Farmer, thanks for the Prime. $14 holla, thanks for the tier 1 as well. Human Target, thanks for the sub as well. And Terrible Turtle, thanks for the 9 months. Almost 2 hours and still no shiny Eevee. Usually that takes like 30. Will it be shipped internationally? I think I'm at a size that I might be able to do international shipping. Yes, all right. I'll try to do it. Will there be any plain hoodies? I'm not sure what you mean by plain hoodies. Like hoodies just that are just colored hoodies? Probably not. Like simple with just a logo. There's gonna be shirts with just a logo, I believe. Yes. But maybe I don't know if there's gonna be hoodies with just a logo. See you around, CJ. Any non-clothing merch planned? Oh, that I might actually be doing. I talked to Lickle, and Lickle did say that I could buy the rights to sell the emotes. So I think we might do sticker packs of emotes. Does that mean a small cheese sticker? Yeah, maybe a Charles Smeeze as well. Cursed sticker pack. Oh my god, in all caps? What? High quality stickers? No, they'd be terrible quality stickers. You wouldn't want to buy them. Of course they're gonna be good quality stickers. Would I ever sell stickers of the sub badges? We probably do, yeah. Just include that in the sticker pack, because there's no reason not to. You should make decals. I don't know what a decal would be. What do you use stickers for? Just for decorating stuff, you know? You have a laptop. You just slap that on the top of the laptop. You have a phone. You could put it on your decal. No, decal. Decal. It's decal, not decal. You're wrong. Decal. The Brain Brian, thanks for the 3 months. Who the heck says decal like that? Everyone in Canada. Everyone in Canada, please agree with me. Why would it be called a decal? It's like you're undoing a cow, right? It's like de-escalate. It's the opposite of escalate. De-cow? What, you're undoing a cow? What's a cow? No, it's decal. Okay? It's like decorate. It's not decorate. That doesn't make any sense. Deckel is German for lid cover. It makes sense because it's Deckel. M Canadian can confirm it's Deckel. Yeah. I've heard decal before, but it's Deckel. I hate that logic of pronunciation. Why? Because it's rock solid, bulletproof. It's supported. How do you pronounce conch? Conch. I checked on Wikipedia. It says that what Ant says is legit the Canadian way to say it. Told you. Told you. It is the way to say it. That's from one of the mods. I am. It's also the whack way. You're just jealous because it sounds better. Decal. Ugh. It doesn't sound better. Yes, it does. Decal. Rather than decal. No. Just get lucky. I am lucky. I'm not absurdly lucky. I'm just lucky enough that it's not suspicious. How do I say pasta and schedule? I say pasta and schedule. How do you say Deku Nut? It's Deku Nut, because that's how it's pronounced. It's from Japanese. Body, thanks for the 14 months. Or 16 months. Welcome back. It's Deku, because it's a Japanese thing, right? Deku. FJ, thanks for 5 months. This is your favorite Fall Guys mod, Kappa. Yeah. Yeah, everybody seemed to be playing Fall Guys today, but I'm just getting shiny Pokemon. All right, new song, new song. How do you say Toronto? Toronto. I don't live in Toronto, so I don't say Toronto. I say Toronto. $16 months is a long time, yeah. Rustboro. You're an Akinator, I know. Alright. Yo, Marissa. Rating with a party of 72. Welcome to the stream. Everybody from Marissa's stream, hopefully your Pokemon went well. I am trying to beat Pokemon Soul Silver without ever, and I can only use shiny Pokemon. So you can see my starter is shiny, and we're trying to get a shiny Eevee. But it's not shiny, so I'm resetting. Welcome, everybody. Give a nickname to it. No, okay. Don't ignore me being right. I see what you're saying, but on Wikipedia it says Dekel is the right way to say it, so I don't know. Yeah, we're just grinding shiny Pokemon and pronouncing Dekel or Decal. How do you pronounce decaf then? Decaf, because it's decaffeinated. It's short for decaffeinated. All right, what else can we talk about? Pronounce suffering with the pronunciation of Togetic. Yeah, it's either like Togetic or Togetic or Togetic. I think most people say Togetic, right? Togetic? Yeah. Okay. Do you like clams? I haven't really had... Something that I haven't had are like shell seafood, like clams or oysters that much. I have had smoked oysters in like a can. And I know a lot of people strongly dislike those. But smoked oysters from like a can is actually really good. I've had that. But I've never had them like fresh and because I've always like looked at them as a kid and I was like, they just don't look appetizing. So I've never eaten them. Probably loves mussels. They're a food from God. Never really had seafood. It freaks you out. It is so good. Like, it's tough to get over the idea of eating certain things. Even just the idea of eating like shrimp. Like looking at a shrimp, it doesn't look like it would taste good. But it is so tasty. Right, Joel, thanks for the 2 months. I think... I've been craving some, like... Actually, you know what? I have had clams. Because I have clam chowder, like, probably once or every month or two. Are you sure that this Eevee is a shiny lock? Shiny lock doesn't exist until Gen 6 and beyond. I forgot to spit out my gum during CPR. I don't know why that one stood out, but... no. Have you had scallops? Yeah, bacon wrapped scallops. They're so good. Like, I've had those. They're delicious. Mmm. You know what we should do? Mod meetup and we just cook. That would be fun. We just go into like a huge kitchen in our mod mansion and we just cook and make like the fanciest foods all day. That would be so fun. You personally prefer red meats over seafood? I think that's very, very reasonable. You have your preferences. I think for me it's pretty even. It depends on the day. It just trumps. I think right now I would definitely prefer some... I don't know if I would prefer seafood or like red meats. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty even. Have you had crab? Yes, I have. I haven't had a crab in a really long time though. What are you gonna evolve the Eevee into? Whatever Chad votes for. Yeah, like quite often, there's a restaurant that I go to. They offer like a steak and sushi, like a meal. Quite often, I'll get steak and sushi, so I can just get both. Both. Some seafood and some steak. Like, that's all good. Steak and sushi? Yeah. You like poutine? Yeah. Do you like sushi? Yeah. Actually, no, I don't like sushi. I get the steak and sushi, and I just throw out the sushi. Is this the quickest way to get a shiny? No. There's a significantly faster way to get shinies, but you guys voted on Eevee, and this is the only way to get an Eevee. What's your favorite sushi roll? I actually don't know. Whenever I get sushi, I just order random stuff, and I've liked all of it so far. Whenever I go to a restaurant that I haven't been to, I always try and get something that I've never had before. Even stuff that I was like, I probably won't like that, I get it anyways, and I generally like it. It's a great way to try out new food. You just ask for something that you've never seen or heard of before. Sean! 13 months! Welcome back. Thank you. You have a team plan? No, it's just whatever Chad votes for. It's kind of chaotic. If we ever do this with like a Luigi or something. If we ever do this with like a Luigi, most likely it will take half to a third the time. Just because we don't have to go through all this menuing and we go straight into battle to see if it's shiny. So that'll be nice. Does the reset counter just jump? I think instead of mashing A, I mash the reset counter. I once went to a restaurant and tried a Pokemon roll. How did the Pokemon taste? And yeah, we could use a Master Ball for him, exactly. Do you have the reset counter bound to? My reset button. How many resets do you have before Eevee? 1,352. Ish. Because that's how many it took to get my starter. Here a week ago? Yeah, I do it every Wednesday. Which was a week ago. So yeah, we reset around 1,000 times with this Eevee so far. It's coming close. Yo, Maisie, what's up? It was actually so good you have no idea what was inside? Probably Pokemon, I would guess. What else could we talk about? One second. Sorry, I was just checking someone's message history. They sent a mean message and I was seeing if I should ban them or not. But the rest of their messages were okay, I guess. Weirdest thing I've ever eaten? The weirdest thing in concept that I've had, I had deep fried ice cream once, which was just weird. I ordered it because I just didn't understand how it would work. So I've had deep fried ice cream once, which is just strange. Basically, they batter ice cream, deep fry it so it fries the batter, and then take it out before it fully melts. So there's like, it's like ice cream in like a shell of fried stuff. It was really good. Still with Eevee, yeah? What else is it gonna be? Let's see, what else could we talk about? I'm trying to think. People were asking about travel stories that I was trying to come up with one that I can remember. I don't know. I don't know if I can come up with more travel stories. There's certainly a lot of stuff in high school that I haven't talked about yet on stream, but there's gotta be... Best meal you've had on vacation? Talk about sleepovers as a youngling. Sleepovers. Apparently I would do this thing when I was younger. Whenever there was a sleepover, and it would terrify my friends, but it would happen quite a lot, is I would fall asleep, and apparently, this happened with multiple friends that didn't know each other, so I know it happened for sure, and it wasn't one friend just messing with me. We would fall asleep, and they would, or I would fall asleep, because I can't, I'm a tired boy, and I ended up, they would say, hey, Tanner. And apparently what I would do was I would turn and open my eyes and say nothing at all. And they'd be like, are you awake? And I would just not respond because I was asleep. But while I was asleep, I would just turn my head, open my eyes. And that was it. And he was like, I did that, and it was like creepy as hell. And multiple friends have said that I did that. He was like, yeah, I was like, I had trouble falling asleep because you just kept looking at me. They're all lying. It's a conspiracy. Could be. Most hated food and why? Sauerkraut. I hate sauerkraut. No, I don't like that one. What is sauerkraut? It's like fermented cabbage. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I've told this story on stream before, but I've only moved in my life, you know, growing up, I moved once. We moved from a smaller house, like a slightly bigger house, out of town. And my mom had a lot of canned foods, because my grandma, she cans a lot of stuff. Like, she makes pickles, she makes jam, she makes a ton of stuff, and she makes sauerkraut. And we never ate sauerkraut growing up. But when we were moving, we were unpacking everything, taking everything from the shelves, and on the back of the shelves, there was sauerkraut. And on the seals on all of the jars of the sauerkraut had failed. And it was on the back of the shelf, and it was probably there like 10, 15 years. And my mom was going out to get some boxes, and she said, hey, can you get rid of the sauerkraut? Just take it upstairs and like put it in the toilet and flush it, because it's just cabbage, because we can't eat it. And so what happened was I went up, I got a handful of jars, like 4 or 5 of them, brought them upstairs. I opened up one, and just the smell of it like flooded the room. And I was like, I remember dumping it in, and I'd like nearly vomited. Like I was holding it in, just like gagging, like physically just retching. Is that the right word? Where my whole body was just like doing that. And I literally ran out of the house to get out of it. Oh, sorry. My mom made it, not grandma. Never mind. Apparently my mom tried to make it, and she never ate it. Retching is the word? Yeah. And the thing is, after I did... Kimchi is good? I've had kimchi. It's real good, yeah. After I ended up opening one, I had to empty another, like, 23, because there's 2 dozen. I had to empty another 23 jars. So what I ended up having to do was I was outside. I would hold my breath, sprint inside, dump it out, and then try and get outside before I needed another breath. And I could still smell it, and I was gagging the whole time. I had to run downstairs, place in the bathroom, run out. It took me like 30 minutes to empty this out, and it was just torture. It was the absolute worst experience of my entire life. Just smelling this rotten cabbage. It wasn't even fermented at that point. It was rotten. And just having to dump it into the toilet over and over again was miserable. And after that point, whenever anyone has ever offered me any sauerkraut, I'm just like, nope. No. You have a clothespin or something? I could like taste it in the air. Say it's just practice for getting a shiny? Alright, this is just practice for getting a shiny. Like, I ended up just, after I was done, I just left it. I went outside the house for like 30 minutes. Until the smell wasn't as bad. We just rocked in on rotten cabbage. Yeah, people were asking me what my least favorite food is, and I said sauerkraut. Because I had a rotten cabbage experience. There was, for a while, I hated, flour-based dumplings. It was like a specific, I think it was flour-based dumplings. I couldn't eat flour-based dumplings for a really long time. Just because there was one time when I ate some, and then I got sick, and my brain, whenever I ate those and felt, it was mostly the texture. Whenever I felt that texture in my mouth, I couldn't get it down after that. So for a long time, I couldn't eat them, but more like recently, I kind of got over it because my roommate made me some, and I was just like, I'm just gonna eat these, whatever. You get that? Yeah. Have like a bad experience with one food, and your brain is like, we're never eating this again. Like the pierogies? No, pierogies I just didn't like the taste as a kid. Ever accidentally reset on a shiny? I would never. Why are your knuckles green screened? Cause I'm really good with plants, and you know how they say like green thumb? It turns out that if you have the green thumb, it's actually most of your hand that's green as well, not just your thumb. I'm just really good with plants. What are the odds on this shiny? 1 in 8,192. We doing more pencil sharpening tomorrow? I think we'll be able to do more pencil sharpening. My hands actually feel really good, yeah. Any prank stories? I think have I told you guys about the pranks I did against my teachers? No? I haven't. Oh, okay. So, I've told you guys this in the past, but, in high school, I happened to have the master keys to the school. I found them in a garbage can, and it turns out they unlocked literally every door. Yes, that actually happened. So I had a teacher. It was my math teacher that I decided I wanted to prank. And nickname you received? Yes. No. Why did I say yes? Like, when I say I'm lucky, you guys, it's just literally everything. It's just ridiculously lucky. Was the math teacher kind of a family friend? Yeah. Like, I had hung out with them outside of school a few times, I would say. But anyways, decided that I was gonna prank him. But actually, it didn't even start with me. I had a, there were two friends of mine. This was grade 12 I was in. No, it was grade 11. It was grade 11, and there's two friends of mine that they were twins, and they had a kind of an inside joke with that teacher. So what they ended up asking me to do, they were like, hey, can you Photoshop... God, I can't remember what it was. It was like a lime with an eyes and a mouth shooting a laser beam out of it, or like an energy beam, and I was like, I can do that for you. And so they ended up asking me to Photoshop that, and it was like, yeah, and just was like, put it somewhere in the room. And so I was like, okay. And they were gone for like a month, so they weren't even like at the school at that point in time, but it was an inside joke between them. And so what I ended up doing was I went into the room in a lunch hour. I had the class right after lunch. I unlocked the door, went to the room, slapped it onto the front board after I photoshopped it on a nice big piece of paper that I printed off on. And in the start of the class, he walks in, he starts the lesson, notices it, and he's like, looks at the class, and the class was really small. I had a small school. It was like 8 people in the class because it was like a grade 12, one of the hard math class, so no one took it. It was some like calculus or something for like grade 12, and there was like 8 people in it. But he like looked at the class, and they were in that class, but they were gone for the month, and he was like, where did this come from? Because he knows it's an inside joke between those two, but they're not there. He just looks at us and he like goes and puts it down, and I'm like giving them updates, live updates at the time, and he just does that. And then every week for like that month, they ended up giving me random inside joke images to put on the board, and he would always get so suspicious, like, who's doing this? Once a week, like every Wednesday. Who is doing this? Like, how are you guys doing this? Because especially it's like, how are we getting into the room? Because he goes after the second period, goes to lunch, comes back, and there's something in the room, so someone managed to get in. And it got to the point where like I remember seeing at the end of like right at the start of lunch, he would like lock the door, check to see if it was locked, check it again, and then he'd walk away. And then I would just be like hanging out in the hallway doing like laps, just walking around. And by the end of like the month, he was like, who's putting this here, and how are you doing it? He just got so confused. And it got to the point where they ended up coming back, and we escalated them a little bit. where I can't remember. We ended up. I can't remember why the inside joke happened, but I ended up photoshopping a llama without legs that was like, it was like fire shooting out of its butt. There was a sloth riding it and it was holding a katana. And I photoshopped that and I printed out probably like 40 little images of this. And we just, on a Wednesday, we hid them just all around the room. Like in random books that he was gonna open up in like a week. We hid him like under his, or in his desk when he opened it up. When he started up his computer, we changed the background to it. Like under the eraser for the chalkboard. Like literally, when he opened up the, for the projector screen, there would be like one on there. Like we hid them everywhere. And so he was finding them for like weeks. But he was like, where is this coming from? Because we didn't know. Like he didn't know that it was us. How do you get to his laptop? He left his like main computer in there over lunchtime because no one should be able to get in. It's locked. And let's see, give it a nickname to user. Okay. And what ended up happening, it progressed to the point where we had two big ones that we did, where we're like, all right, we got to do a final prank just to top it off, so we can stop and leave him in peace. One last one. And so what we did was we had like I think we had first period off, both of us. And so we ended up, I got to school, even though I'd had first period off. We went to the store. We went to, I think we had a dollar store in my hometown. But we went to the store and we spent $200 on 20,000 Post-it notes. We enlisted the help of some friends. And over the course of a single lunch hour, we covered the entirety of half of the room in Post-it notes. We only got through like 5,000 Post-it notes. And we covered an entire half room with them. Like his chair, his computer, everything. Completely coated in a layer. And he got to the, he opened the door and we got like the whole class to help. So they knew. He opened the door. He just sighed. He sat down in his chair on sticky notes, took enough off of his keyboard and computer screen to do the work for the day, and he just left them. Those Post-it notes were there for the rest of the year. And so whenever he needed something, he'd just take a few off, use the thing, and they just stayed. And they gradually got lower, less and less and less. But, like, we just coated that room in it. We kind of felt bad because he was just so broken. Did you ever tell him it was you? We did one more. And that was the one that gave it away. No. What we ended up doing was those friends as well, they ended up pranking a teacher in another classroom. There was one teacher that they had that had a stapler that they were very, very like, don't touch this stapler if you don't need to use it. Like, this is my stapler. And so of course they managed to snatch it over the course of an evening, bring it back the next day. I helped them out with the keys, of course, and left it suspended in jello. And so when they came back and started the class, they got their red stapler. It was red and it was suspended in jello. Right, they did that in The Office, yeah. Like, just like I think it must have been like an Office meme, yeah. I think they watched The Office. How did that give it away? That didn't give it away. That didn't give it away exactly. But what gave it away was we were doing one final prank together, where they ended up taking some pictures of the teachers while they weren't like paying attention or looking, or even just like, they're like, hey, pose for me. And they'd take a picture of the teacher, and it was cool. They were on good terms with the teachers. Are you close to a shiny Eevee? Yeah, it'll be on this attempt. See? But we ended up doing one final prank. They took pictures of the teachers. The one teacher, the math teacher, was Ace Man. Thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back, man. Thanks for the support. The one teacher they got doing like a face, and the other teacher was just like a smug, like, I'm a cool guy face. And they sent me the images, and they're like, do something. Photoshop it. Do something with these images. We gotta do something. 94 months? Yeah. And so what I did was I made a poster. Do I have this saved? I made a poster of just all of the inside jokes that we had with the teachers. And I made it of, I cut the guy's face out. I got the smug teacher in a butler's outfit holding a platter, and the platter had a cube of jello with the other teacher's face in it, just going like it's suspended in jello. Made a title of like a fake movie, had the background of the people being post-it notes, and then on the bottom there was like all of the actors. I made like names that were like it was like first name was the first name was real, but I made like fake last names for us, and then like the for their names I just combined them and changed some stuff. And I might be able to find that. I actually might be able to find that image and show you guys the poster. I think. Yes, I have it. I can show you guys the poster. It might be Doxy. Nope, it doesn't have any real names. It's just like... No. It was, yeah, it was anagrams of our first names. Black out the names? Okay. I will show you guys and black out the names. But I can show you guys the poster that I made. Let me get it onto Google Drive. Give me a sec. I can actually show you the poster that gave it away. Google Drive. Just give me a sec. I need to hide some stuff. Oh, okay. That's not the right one. That shows you what I see. Google Drive. Let me just open it up and download it and hide some stuff. Paint. There we go. Copy image. Can I just copy this? Download it. Open that up. Okay. Copy. Chuck that bad boy into Paint. Okay. And just hide that. Oh, no. Fill. Solid color. Okay. All right, I'm hiding our names. But essentially, I made this poster. Let's see. It's a little hard to see. I made this poster while I was in grade 12. Starring Jello Hoodlum and the Post-it Punk. Are you jelly? It's just chocked full of random inside jokes from the teachers. And then down here was like anagrams of our names. And it's so good. But they ended, and these posters were like full-sized movie posters. We went into the school early, threw them all up all around the school. And like literally all around the school. So like everyone was talking about it, and those teachers still have them up in their classrooms. But they ended up looking through the names, and they figured out that they were anagrams of our names, and ended up figuring out it was us. Also, just a crossover between the jokes of the two classes. But it was so good. Like, and that was the final prank that we did on them, but it was good. But yeah, it's good. They took it. Oh yeah, like I think most of the teachers in the school have that poster in their in the thing. Did you return the key? No, I think I gave it to a grade 8 when I was graduating. I think it gave it to one of my friend's siblings, and I was like, use it wisely. And you didn't get this from me. I think they lost it. Oh god, a Weasley twin. Did you not get your final in Jello? I don't know. Oh, right, I did, right. After that, for my final exam, they ended up handing me, like, a baking pan, I think of what it was. For my final exam, and I think it was science. One of my science classes. For my final exam, they handed out all the exams, and they're like, wait, I got it for you. Just wait a moment. It was in a baking sheet. There was my final exam encased in Jello, and to get at it to start my final exam, I had to dig through the Jello, and it was in a plastic bag in the Jello. It's like a glass baking thing for like cakes. Why though? They're just getting back at us. What was the key to everything? That's awesome. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Oh, have you guys ever seen the Stages of Grief Robot Chicken section? Skit? Bit? I don't know what it's called. You guys seen that with the giraffe? No? Okay. If you don't like swearing, don't listen to this part. We're gonna watch it. It's like a minute. It's so good. Okay. That's not the right layout. There we go. We're just gonna watch this very briefly.
Uh-oh. It's no big deal. It's probably not even quicksand. I'm gonna have a good laugh about this tonight with the guys. Well, this is just perfect. Stupid quicksand, stupid jungle. I want to bite someone in the face. Mother. Ah, that stupid jungle. Are you there, God? It's me, Giraffe. Listen, if you would just give me a mulligan on this quicksand thing, I promise. No more peeing on your shorter creatures. What, you get a deal? You know something? I'm cool with this. I bet heaven has all the tender leaves I can eat, and everyone gets their own Slurpee machine. Yeah, take me, sweet death. I await your loving embrace. What? I think I hit the bottom.
All right, so that's the skit. Oh, hello. Okay. That's the little thing that I was talking about. So I watched that when I was a little bit younger, when I was in high school. That it's incredible. And it's Coco Melon. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Coco Melon. But anyways, I watched that, and in my English class, we ended up reading a story, a very, very sad story, where the teacher was reading it out loud about the stages of grief. And it was a really, like, messed up, sad story. But literally, like, a few days before, a friend and I watched that right there. And so, after seeing that, we were in the same class right beside each other. We could not stop giggling. So this teacher is just saying the most sad things. Someone's going through the stages of grief, just so sad, and we were just like giggling to ourselves, looking at each other, just and the teacher was just like shooting us just the worst look, like, and it got to the point where like hit the last few stages, and we couldn't contain ourselves. We were just laughing, and it got to the point where like there was someone in front of us. They literally turned around, like, what the fuck? Like, they just turned around and just hit us with one of those, and we're like, we're sorry, we can't help it. And just the teacher, just the look. Was it shooting daggers? Is that the word? But like, we just couldn't help it. We just couldn't help but laughing at this just brutal story. Always keep it a PG. It's always gonna be a PG stream, at least until I move. I do live in Prince George, British Columbia. PG, it's always a PG stream. No matter what I say or do. Unless I move. The teacher kicked you out of class? No. He finished the story and was just like, damn kids. Yo, Ian Malcolm. Swearing, that's a prime sub. Thanks for the sub. And Depri, thanks for the 14 months. And Chris, thank you for the 15. So many big subs today. Thank you. Which Coco Melon? I actually don't know what that is. Did Conquer still count as a PG stream? Oh, it absolutely did, yeah. Do you have any sad stories? No. I'm trying to think of other stories that I can come up with of just interesting things. I told you guys about the... Did I tell you guys about the pop-up book? I don't think I did. I think I told that to some friends off stream. Well, this is a good one. Okay. So... we were in science class. Or no, it was biology. And we were doing a unit on human reproduction. And the teacher, they knew what they were doing, by the way. They thought it would be funny. The teacher was like, I want you to make a children's book explaining the reproductive process of human beings. You can make it a pop-up book if you like. And of course, everyone, you know what it turns out to be. Everyone did it. Everyone did it. But anyways, that's beyond the point. And over the course of the week, we had a week to work on it in class. I wrote out the lines, and I was like, I'm gonna make it exactly like Dr. Seuss. Exactly like Dr. Seuss book. The rhymes, I read Dr. Seuss books, I analyzed all the rhyming and stuff and just the overall flow of how they go, and wrote out a full book, had all the lines done, and then I just sat in class and did nothing for a week. Because I wanted to make it convincing. I wanted to make it a convincing Dr. Seuss book. I wanted it to be like a legitimate Dr. Seuss book. So, over the course of the week, the teacher was like, you're not working on it. It's like, I have it at home. I'm working on it at home. I wasn't working on it at home. And he was like, you gotta finish this. Like, make sure you'd finish. Yeah, I will. And I would just be like playing games on the computer. He'd come by. He's like, you can't be playing games in class. Just work on it. It's like, it's at home. I can't work on it right now. Like, all right, just don't play games. And he'd walk away and I'd play games again. But anyways, the last day before it was due, I was like, I should probably work on it. So what I did was I got out all of my Dr. Seuss books. I looked at the visual style, and something that I have a talent for, I would say, is copying the art style of someone else. I'm very good at it. So what I ended up doing was I looked at my Dr. Seuss books, looked at everything, and I made some nice little sperms that were Dr. Seuss styled, some reproductive bits, some reproductive bits and everything. 3/4 of the way through the book, a massive Dr. Seuss cock, just beautiful. And ended up lining it up in the book so it was you open the book up, big throbbing Dr. Seuss cock right in the middle of the book. It was great. And I finished the book. I ended up taking one of my old Dr. Seuss books. I printed it off on really nice paper, inserted it into an actual Dr. Seuss book, closed it, but it was still like The Grinch Who Stole Christmas or something like that in the book or something. It was one of the books. So I glued it all in. It looked like a legitimate book. You open it up, it just looks like a normal Dr. Seuss book. And I go to school and I realize I didn't make the cover. I completely forgot to do the cover. So I just grabbed some construction paper, just glued it on there, wrote Dr. Sex on the front instead of Dr. Seuss by Tanner. And I just put it on the pile. And it looked terrible because it was just a book that looked like crap that had a cardboard on the front and Sharpie just said Dr. Sex. It looked terrible. So the thing is, the reasoning for making a children's book is if you can explain something to kids, if you can explain something to children, then you understand it. You understand it well. So what he had grade 4s who were just starting, their sex ed stuff, come over, and he was just gonna read all of the books to them, and all of the kids would rate the book on how good it was. And that was your grade. Grade 4s would read the book, how well they understood it, and they would read out the book. And so, of course, in all of the other children's books, they had nice, scientific diagrams. It was written in a way that a kid could understand, but it wasn't a children's book. It was written in a way that a kid could understand. And he left mine to last because mine looked like crap and I didn't work on it the whole week. And so he reads through all of the books one by one. And he goes to my book. He's like, all right, here's the last book. And he knows it's going to be bad. There's cardboard on front. I put no effort into it, it looks like. But he opens it up to the first page. And it's just a gasp almost in the crowd. It's like, this looks like a legitimate Dr. Seuss book. And he's like surprised. He's like, this is... okay. And he starts reading out the book. It's nice. He's having fun with it. He goes from page to page. And eventually opens up to the big page. The cock pops out. All the grade 4s just laugh because isn't that just so funny? And reads through the whole book. He gets them to grade it for me. All of the grade 4s, 100% looked exactly like a book. Absolutely perfect. He grades me. He's like, honestly, this was the best one, but the cover sucked, so I'll give you a 9.5 out of 10. So I ended up getting like a 97.5% on that book. And it was brilliant. I think he kept it, actually. Just to like show future classes. He's like, can I keep this to show future? Yeah, go for it. Can we see this book as well? I don't have that. He kept that one. But yeah, that was good. That was so... He still has Dr. Sex just sitting in his class showing future students. Your school is wild? Yeah. I had another teacher that they never really did fun projects, but we were starting into like learning about Vikings. And it was like we just finished one unit and we were like, let's learn about some Vikings. But it is the end of the day and it is a weekend. So what I want you to do, you students, I would like you to write a short story about what you think the Vikings might have been like. And it can be literally anything. It can be anything you want. Just write a story about Vikings. It doesn't even have to be accurate. Just whatever you think Vikings might be like. It could be fun. Just a nice little project. Like as long as you hand in something, I'll give you full marks. Just a fun little project. The thing is, I was going over to visit some family that weekend. And I needed to work on it because I needed to hand it in, right? So we ended up, I was working on it with them. Or I was working on it with them around at like the kitchen table. And they're like, can we help? And so I had a bunch of friends, I guess they were family members, but they were friends also. Let's do... Anyways, that's a little bit loud. So I had a few friends helping me out, a few family members helping me out, and we decided that we're just gonna keep writing until we don't feel like writing anymore. And we ended up, over the course of like 6 or 7 hours that day, we started with like a quarter page, which was what most people handed in. And we wrote this epic story about this Viking village and just dragons coming down from the sky, aliens, Stonehenge, the pyramids, like the whole 9 yards. It ended up being like 20 pages long. And at the end, I ended up like printing it off, stapling it together. Like we went all out. It just didn't make any sense. We knew it was completely BS, but I was just handing it. And so we handed it all in on a Monday. I handed it in on a Monday. Everyone handed in like their quarter page of like, there were probably like this and this and this and this. And then I handed in this 20-page monster. Like single spaced, 11 font, single, like just full like 8.5 by 11 sheets of the story. And just gave it to her. And she was just like, this is the Viking thing, right? I was like, yep. And I just smirked and sat down. And she ended up like teaching the lesson, and like after the lesson she ended up doing like, let us work on some work that she handed out after the lesson was over. Just some like worksheets or something like that, or like gotta write a paragraph on something. And she started reading through it. Like she read through like the first page, second page, and she was just like giggling to herself. And after she got to just like the second page, she like looked up at me, and she was like, can I? And I was like, yeah, go for it. And she got up in front of the class and she was like, I know you guys are busy working. You don't have to listen to this if you don't want to. But I'm gonna read out one of the stories that someone handed in. And so she read it out to the entire class, and everyone was just like, just listening to it as they worked. And yeah, I got 100% on that because everyone got 100% if you just handed it in. But it was just this ridiculous story, like sailing across the ocean. I can't remember how it went, but I do remember there was like aliens and Stonehenge, and got to the pyramids, and there was something to do with like a what's the word, like a a love triangle. Is that what the word is? But like that was what I was known for in school. Is if I was given a project, I was just like, I just had so much time. Like for me, I never really had too much trouble in school, so it was really just like when I got projects, I was like, I might as well put effort in, because I had so much time because everything else was done. And she kept it. I didn't get it back. I didn't want it back. It was just a lame story. Didn't make any sense. So like I went all out with projects in school. Like whenever we were given a project, I'd go all out. And I was a straight A student. I mean, I was the valedictorian of a 35 graduating class. Is this a Pokemon stream? Yeah, we're trying to get an Eevee. We're getting that Eevee. I left up a pop-up book and came back to Dr. Sex. I feel like I missed a key part of the story. Yeah, a little bit. What else? What, have I guys told you about the chemistry game that I made? No? Okay. Alright. So... we were given a project for chemistry just to make it a little bit more interesting. He said, I want you guys to cover the history of the atom. I want to know about who discovered what. And you just make like a game, like a board game or something. And Jay French, thanks for the 3 months. And Han Banan, thanks for the 2 months as well. I appreciate the support. Just make like a board game or something, just a game. Something that's fun, where as you're playing, you learn about the history of the atom and what people thought about it over the course of the period of time. And so I took this as, oh yeah, okay, a game, got it. And I didn't work on it at school at all because I didn't want to. I never worked on projects at school because I was always like playing Pokemon and stuff. So I went home and I was like, you know what? He said that I could make a game. He didn't specify what kind of game. And so I did some research and I was like, I bet I could make a computer game instead, going through the history of the atom. And so I ended up, I downloaded Game Maker, which is actually pretty robust, and I learned how to use Game Maker. And after school, for like 8 hours after school, from like 3 p.m. to like 11 p.m. for like 5 days in a row, I went home and I worked on a game. It went as it was called The Legend of Adam, because it is the story of the atom and how it progressed through time. And you woke up, you don't know who you are, you're an atom. You don't know who you are, you just know that you're something. And you're moving around, you're trying to figure out what you are and who you are. And so you go through the history of time, solving puzzles, and someone tells you, oh, you're a cloud of particles. Oh, you're a tiny particle. No, you're something else. You're this. And over the course of the game, you get different abilities based on what you think you are. At the very end, you learn, you talk to different sciences over the course of time. I just used like sprites from, I think it was like Link's Awakening or something, and I made some custom sprites. And over the course of time, you end up getting to these abilities, and at the end of it all, you learn that you're an atom with like electrons orbiting you or whatever, and you can like but I think the final power you could have was like you're an atom and you can shoot out electrons. Or something like that. And the final boss, once you finish the game and learn everything about you, the teacher for that class, I think his name was like a Mr. Hogg or something. So the final boss was, I got a boss from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know that like humanoid pig enemy from the Ninja Turtles? Mr. Hogg, not Pog, like a pig. I don't know what he is, but it's just like a humanoid pig with a gun. And the final boss was Boss Hogg, and you had to like shoot him with your electrons until he was dead. And so I ended up like handing it in on like a USB drive, like here's the game. He's like, what? And so everyone is like showing it off. They handed in their game, and while we were working that day, because we're working on like some other like final project stuff, he ends up, while we're working on our like final projects, it's like the last week or two of school. What language you coded in? It was like Game Maker. It was like a thing that you could just make games in, and like they turn into like an exe file once it's done. And I ended up handing it in while we were doing like our work, just all quiet and stuff. He ends up turning on the projector. By the way, this was the same teacher that I pranked from math class with the post-it notes. And wound up, he turned on the projector and started playing the game. And he played through the entire game in front of the school, in front of the class, and people would like look up, and no one actually asked what it was. They were just kind of like watching. Some people just sat back and like watched him, and they weren't sure what was going on, but they were just watching him play this random game. And at the end of it all, you've reached the final boss, the true master of all chemistry, Boss Hogg. And then the whole class was like, wait, someone made this? I was like, yeah, Tanner made this. Like, what? Because they didn't realize it was I made it until the inside joke of it was you fighting the teacher for the final boss. Texan Tough, thanks to the Prime. But it was like a 6 out of 10 fun game. It had some like puzzles in it and stuff. But yeah, it was cool. Mr. Hogg was the final boss, the master of chemistry. I remember I used to have a Reddit account. It was a novelty Reddit account that I used for a while. I was just getting into using GIMP or image editing. And I wonder if that account still exists. That account probably still exists. We could probably find it. And I called it something like subject removed. And what I would do was I'd go onto random r/pics threads. I would take the picture of whatever the picture is, and I would take the subject out. So it was just the background of the image. And I remember doing this where I would take the image, I'd edit it out, and I'd upload it as a comment as quick as I could. And I remember we found it once when we were on stream. Yeah, I'll show it to you guys right now. Just to be fun, just so it was something cool, something that I could practice. So often I'd get comments like, or I'd get DMs like, or I'd get DMs from the person that posted it. It's like, do you live near me? Like, you took this image and like, do you live near me or something? Because it's like the same photo, but like just with, like, how did you get this? It was like, I made it. But it was just like I would take someone in like a field and remove them from the field, so it's just an empty field. Here, I'll see. I bet I could find it right now, actually. I just reminded of that. /u/subject removed. Yo, it exists. Last time I posted on it was 3 years ago. Yo, check this out. Okay. All right, I'll show you. So I don't know if all the images are still there, but here. Casual. So let's zoom in a little bit. See, I would do stuff like this, where it's my friend shooting a shotgun, where it's just this, and here was the image. It would just be this. I would just remove the subject. And I would just post it with subject removed. My 96-year-old grandfather used the word selfie today after he showed me a picture of himself from 1947. So I would do this, and then I'd remove it. I'd take a picture, and I would remove it. And I just do that over and over again. Like just a random, like, farmers in Nebraska. Alright, apparently they deleted that image. Doesn't seem too impressed with me. What is this? Yeah, it's just a cat in the shadows. I just removed it. I just took it out. So it's just an empty room. Like, it's just, that's all I would do. What else? Cheetah sent it. That's just such a terrible name for a picture. Where it's just a bunch of cheetahs on a tree. And now it's just an empty field. No tree, no cheetahs. I just take it all out. Why? I was just bored. Slenderman being harassed by a group of kids. I'm pretty sure this one's bad. Where it's just Slenderman, and then I just took it out. I just took out all the Slenderman and the kids. Yeah. Battle of Fluffy Kitty is a go. It's just a cat, and now there's just no cat. It's just nothing. And so yeah, I just did this, like, a lot. Like, I think this one was pretty cool. Where it's just people on a bridge, and now they don't exist. It's just, I just do this all the time. I took out the kids. Just confusing. Because, I mean, it looks convincing, does it not? Like, it's pretty good. Did they fall? Yeah, you can actually see them down there. There's a slight red dot. Yeah, for sure. Anyways. Yeah, that was a weird hobby I had for a time. Should have just taken the bridge, yeah. What's the it's subject _ removed was the Reddit handle. But yeah, I was just bored one day and I was like, I bet I could just do this. That could be funny. It made it look like they were photoshopped in. Yeah, no. Pick it back up, please. I don't have time. I had so many wacky hobbies when I was a kid. I did so many different things. Something that I did was I would go onto Minecraft forums on the skins thread, and there would be like skin requests where someone was like, can someone make me the skin? I was like, oh, I got you, dude. But it got to the point where there was one person who had a naked walrus skin, where it was just like a walrus face and like a body that made it kind of look like a walrus. And they were like, can someone take this walrus and put this outfit on it, and it'll be like an aviator outfit. I was like, I got you, buddy. I got you. And the next day it would be like, give me a sailor outfit. I was like, I got you. Because apparently he did like a lot of role play servers or something. And it got to the point where I DM'd that person because they would always ask and I would always do it. And they'd be like, oh, thank you. I was like, if you need any more walrus skins, I got you, man. And so he'd DM me whenever he needed a walrus skin, and just other skins in general I would make. It was cool. Can you make it so the Eevee appears that appears beside you like for alligator? No, it has to be the first slot in the party, I think. Show the walrus skins. If you DM today, would you do it? Yes. Your haircut looks good. Thanks, Gabby. We're really... I just realized I'm really low today. There we go. How many skins do you make? It was like 5. Then he stopped. You should have charged him. No, I was just doing it for fun. Out, huh? Thanks for the sub. What else did I do? Like, I did so much. I don't know. You know the actual chances of getting this run to work? I could beat the game right now, but we want to shiny Eevee because chat voted for it. Thanks for 300 bits. 3 chair spins. It'll work, I promise. You think? Any silver subs in chat? This is your time to shine. Ah, crap. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, I believed you. Sorry for punching that mic there. So apparently it should work within 3 attempts now. No shiny Eevee yet, that's all right. Okay, here we go. Give a nickname no. Thanks to you, I've actually got good at whistling. Nice. This one should be a shiny. All right, I'll take it. Let's do it. How to learn to whistle so well? So, I think the reason why I can whistle pretty well is when I used to work at the sawmill. It was 2 hours away. I had to drive 2 hours to go to work. I only did it 2 days a week. So I would drive 2 hours, stay there for 2 days, and then drive back for 2 hours. But in the 2 hours of driving each way, I would whistle to myself, maybe sing, maybe just randomly start making noises and it turned into beatboxing. Just stuff of that nature. You practice. It was like a thing that I did. I'd figure out random noises like that. Just to keep myself awake. Sometimes I remember occasionally what I would do in the winter because I would get done work at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. And I had just stayed up for 24 hours straight and I had to drive 200 kilometers on a road that didn't really have many cars. But you had to stay awake. I didn't work for 24 hours. I'd stayed awake for 24 hours. Or at least all night. And so by that time I was exhausted. And what I would do was sometimes when I was driving in the winter, if I was really, really cold, I would like open the window and just stick my head out the window for like a few seconds. It would just like completely freeze me. Or I'd turn the cold air on blast in the middle of winter and just freeze and I was shivering, but you can't fall asleep when you're tired. It's just impossible. So I would just do that. It worked well. And I just fall right asleep once I got home. Because I don't want to drive at night. And it worked. You ever do the pacer test? No, that's a US thing. What post-it note prank? Oh, you missed it. It was a story we told earlier. You can check the VOD. It sounds like torture. It was pretty miserable, yeah. But it got me awake. Kept me alive. Can't fall asleep when you're tired. Can't fall asleep when you're cold. Did I say tired? I remember in gym class, actually. In gym class, we had something called... It wasn't the pacer test, but it was... What was it called? It was like... Physical... Yeah, it wasn't the beep test, no. It was like... we didn't have any, like, beep test where it was like... No. It was nothing like what your Fitnessgram pacer test or anything like that. Or it wasn't a beep test either. But we had something that was like a physical testing where you see how long you can run for, you see how fast you can run, you see how flexible you are, you see other just like stamina and overall general fitness things. There was like 5 different things that we did, and one of them was flexibility, and I was pretty good. I was pretty fit in high school, mostly because of my first year in high school. I'll explain that after. But there was one thing that I wasn't very good at in high school, and I'm still not very good at, was they tested flexibility. And what you had to do with flexibility was there was a on a bench. So I don't know if you guys had these big wooden long benches at your schools, but it was just like, it was like kind of like a leg section, and then it overhanged a bit, probably like that far. Probably like that far. And you just have to sit, you'd put your feet on the base of the bench, and you'd have to reach as far down the bench as you could. And so the bench for me went to about like, went to about halfway in between my like, halfway between my knee and my foot was where the ruler started to test to see how flexible you were. And I remember doing that test. And I remember sitting down, sitting in the test, and I couldn't even reach my knees, which was like that far away from the bench at that time. Like I couldn't even reach it. And I'm really inflexible. Like even to this day, I can barely go past my knees. So like, it was just the worst. Flexibility isn't massively needed. Yeah. Like, he can't reach down and touch his toes. Yes, I can, Abby. Can't reach down and touch my toes. Wait. There you go. I can touch my toes. What are you talking about? Real fun, Tanner. Have fun tying your shoes sitting down, you onion. No. I tie my shoes kneeling. Sitting down. Why don't you focus on the game? Okay, I'll focus on the game. No shiny. No shiny. No shiny. No shiny. That's why. That's why I don't just focus on the game. Very entertaining, yeah. Don't worry, I'm lucky I am. It's a 1 in 8,000 chance. It's only been 1,200 tries. How are you so in shape during school? Okay, so while I was in grade 7, grade 8 was when high school started for me. While I was in grade 7, I ended up I don't know why, but they put me in a grade, like I ended up in a grade 8 math class. They said I mean, I was not bad at math. I was good at math. And so when I went to high school, I had already done grade 8 math. So I needed to take grade 9 math when I was in grade 8. And so what I ended up doing was I took a grade 9 math, but because the way the school was, it's a very small school and they only had very limited courses. You're supposed to take a physical activity course once a semester, right? One every semester, just so you stay fit, you stay active. They had that. You do it every day. The thing is, with my schedule, I had to do my grade 9 math one semester, and I had to do both physical activity things in the other semester, back to back. So I essentially had from 8 a.m. until 11:30 was physical activity classes for me. So that was fun. And the thing is, it wasn't winter yet. And the teacher was very adamant about doing runs every single day. And it was a run around the entire town that took, I don't know. I think it was like, gosh. It was like 3/4 of the class length. It was like a good length. Like most people took the whole, like 3/4 of the class. Most people took like 45 minutes to an hour to do this run. And this teacher was my teacher for both of these classes, and she was very adamant about doing those runs. And so I had to do like a 45-minute run pretty much every day, and then go and do some other like sports. And it got to the point where I could just run the whole thing and just like pretty much not stop. Like I could just keep doing it, because we did that every day for like a whole long time. Oh, this is a banger. And like it was like I could finish it, and I think most people, like I think the second person to return from the jog was like 45 minutes, and I took like 30 minutes. So I had to wait 15 minutes just all alone. Like I beat the teacher with running kind of thing, because I just had nothing else to do. So I just run. And so I feel like I wasn't bad at running. And that's why I was so fit, was just because I had literally 4 hours. I guess it was only like 3.5 hours. It's less than I thought, but 3.5 hours of like rigorous physical activity. Coin5, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Thanks for the $3, Nada. Your wrists are wrecked right now. I'm glad I'm keeping you occupied. Nice. But what I ended up doing, actually, speaking of that, was I had 15 minutes to do whatever I wanted, and no one would be there. So I'd just be like in the gym. And you know, in gyms where you look up at the ceiling and there's always balls lodged into the ceiling of your gym class, right? Of your local, like, of your school gym. You guys had that, right? Yeah, what I would do was I would climb up, I would jump up to the basketball net, pull myself up, climb up the supports that secure it to the wall, climb up into the ceiling, monkey bar across, like 30 feet up, knock one down, climb down, and then play like basketball or something while I was waiting. I do that once a day. By the end of that semester, there was nothing in the ceiling. It was spotless. It doesn't sound believable. I did it. Isn't that dangerous? I was confident in my abilities. You didn't fall once? No. I mean, I'm here. I didn't fall, obviously. I can walk. I had very chaotic energy. Like, literally, what I did in my off time as a kid sometimes would just go and climb trees, which are a lot less trustworthy tree branches than metal beams. Like, it's easy to climb in metal beams, right? Like, there's nothing to worry about. Maybe there's some dust, but it's not that bad. Were you caught climbing the gym? I think there was one day where some kids came back, but the teacher hadn't come back yet, and they're like, holy crap, get down from there. And it's like, okay. But then, while I was climbing down, I was like, can you get us one? I was like, yeah. Can I sharpen a pencil for you real quick? Are we just doing requests now? No, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow at the start of the stream, I'll do a sharpening pencil. A pencil sharpening speedrun again. Did you have abs? I think once I started doing like rock climbing, like actually rock climbing, I kind of got abs. And they've kind of maintained. Because rock climbing is like mostly, it feels like it's mostly core strength when I was doing it. So I got pretty good with that. I'm not gonna do an ab reveal, no. Did you boulder or rock climb? I did bouldering. I did my highest grade was a V7. I did a single V7 at a climbing gym in Canmore once. Don't be weird, chat. I said 20 minutes hours ago? Yeah, no, I meant 20 minutes now. 20 minutes from now. If anyone's curious how much longer it's gonna take to get the Eevee, it'll be within 20 minutes. How do you have this much patience? It's fun talking to you guys. I do have to go to the bathroom though. I think I'm gonna go. Do you still climb? I don't really have time, and it's really hard on my hands, and because I use my hands all day to pay my bills, I actually stopped rock climbing because I don't want to risk damaging my hands and not being able to actually like stream, right? How do you sign up with Twitch Prime then sub? If you use a Prime command, it should give you a link. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I will leave you guys with... this one? I'll be right back. Abs reveal at 15k subs? We'll see. We'll see. Yo. How's Luigi looking? He's looking good. Wigglytuff guild going hard. Bum, bum, bum. Such a long pee. I needed to make sure the ad break ran all the way through. I'm really just leaving and like doing this while the ad break runs. I'm just doing it for money. I swear. Okay. How much longer will this take? Like I said, 20 minutes. Should be just 20 minutes. You didn't get an ad break? Did you not? Let me see. That's weird. It doesn't give the countdown for that cooldown anymore. Strange. Weird. Didn't get an ad? Some people did. You got an ad break? Okay, some people did. It only works for some people. So only some people get ads. They can't serve it all the time. Jake M, thanks to the 4 monthly visit to the Ant Colony. Thank you so much. And Cosmic Galaxies, thank you for the sub as well. Man. it's so... It just hit me, like... $9,000 subs. It happens like, from time to time. But it's just so weird to think about. Like 9,000 people have chosen to support me. That's so much. S. Graybon, thanks for the sub. Speaking of subs. You know, I know I do miss a few subs from time to time now. But like I really do appreciate all the support you guys. It is it means a lot. Thank you. What ratio of your subs are gifted? I'll check. I'll check. Exalted surpassed you? Frig. That Henry, thanks for the prime. Probably like 30 to 40%. I think it's less than that. Let me check. I'll check for you. Insights, channel analytics. Okay. Let me do some calculations. Doesn't give me exact numbers, which is always fun. I wish it just gave me numbers of subs, but it doesn't. It's like... Yeah, it's about a third, actually. Yeah, just looking at the numbers. It's like a third. Slightly over a third. How do you have 5K viewers at a comm chat? I don't know. How did you not read the rules? They were just listening, I guess. They're just listening to the stream. They find it entertaining. It's good. I'm a ninja. Thanks for the 5 months, by the way. Okay. Change a song? Okay, I'll change it. What's the new song? Give me suggestions. What is the suggestion? How's that not getting caught? The filter is only supposed to go up to 4K because I never expected to get more than 4K viewers, if I'm being honest. Kage. Thank you for the 7 subs. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Calling You 7. Yo, we're at 69. Nice. I think that's what that was for. Yup. Yup. Pokemon songs. Let's see. Drift Veil. Alright, we'll do Drift Veil. Mouth Caesar, thanks for the prime. Gonna ruin nice in a bit. Okay. 10 gift. Gabby, thank you for the 50 subs. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Ant Colony U50. I appreciate it so much, Gabby. Thank you. That's absurd. Thank you. Well, now 91 to 1. Okay, told you it would ruin nice. It's even nicer now. I mean, we can just reach 91, 69 now. There's always a new 69 to reach. Can't believe you got like 1,500 Eevees. Yeah, we've gone through a few. There's always a new 69 to reach. Yep. Shut Eevee on 2555, you think? Yeah? You think? We'll see. Alright, I'll trust you. What if it was shiny lock? It's not. Here, I'll just check on YouTube. Shiny Eevee reaction Soul Silver. Yeah, I just saw someone get it live. Okay. There's a live reaction of someone doing it. Took only 3 resets for them. They sound very excited? Oh, yeah, they were. They got it in 3 tries. Cat up 11, thanks for the year! 1 year, let's go! Welcome back! Thank you so much. A live, so that, you know, like live reactions of shinies where they just record themselves soft resetting for hours and then just upload like the 2 resets before they get the shiny and be like, shiny in 4,872 resets. You guys haven't seen those videos? How long have I been at this for? Kind of. You started Eevee? So we've done 500 resets. 540 resets today, or 520 resets so far. But we're at, for total resets on the Eevee, around 1,200. That's about what we're doing. Greetings, Camper from YouTube. Welcome, Dry Yoshi, to the stream. Do you ever finish the shiny only? Did you ever finish a shiny only run? What? I'm in the middle of it. How could I finish it if I... No, I didn't finish a shiny only run because that's what I'm doing right now. $1,352 were for Totodile, and we did like 20 for Togepi, but gave up. Oh no, I didn't do one before. No, I'm only gonna do this once. I'm only gonna do this once. There's no reason to do this again unless there's like a newer game to show how much easier it is. I haven't spent 14 hours trying to get a shiny. Look, I've only spent 3 hours and 9 minutes. Look on the on my trainer card. 3 hours and 9 minutes. That's it. No items in battle. No healing items in battle. But I can use Pokeballs. Wait, do you already have all the badges? No, I have 4 badges. What happens when you write out? I try again. Next items as well, yeah. It's just no items in battle besides Pokeballs, obviously. Are you dead inside yet? Not even close. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to think of other stories to tell you guys. What else could I talk about to keep you guys entertained? Also, hi Tay. Ultra Tay, what's up? Okay. What could we talk about that's entertaining? Well, I feel like we went through a lot of good high school stories today for sure. Yeah, we're still doing the challenge from last week. We're still doing the challenge from like the week before. This challenge is going to take a while. Driving stories, college stories. Done any Drayana hacks? No. Held items? Yeah, held items are always fine. Favorite cereal? I have a story that I could say about favorite cereal. Growing up for a long time, I would eat cereal for breakfast. I would have, you know, it would be probably alternate between like apple cinnamon Cheerios and maybe some Rice Krispies. But then there was once that I got honeycomb. I don't know if you've had them. It's just a random type of cereal. And for whatever reason, honeycombs were the best. Like, they are truly incredible. Like, better than all the rest. Best cereal I'd ever had up to that point. And so, whenever my mom got cereal at that point in time afterwards, I was like, hey, can you get honeycombs? And sometimes she'd get it, sometimes she wouldn't, but I'd always ask. And I remember asking for it once in October, and my mom didn't get it all of October. Asked for it in November, mom didn't get it all in November. December came around, and nothing. And then December 21st. But 4 days after that, December 25th, I remember there was a huge package from my grandma and grandpa. And I opened it up, and it's just, I think it was just like, I opened it up and I just see the face of a box of honeycombs. And then I tear off more wrapping paper. And then it's 3 boxes. And I tear off more. It's a cube of boxes of honeycomb cereal. It was like, I think 24 boxes of honeycomb cereal. Like a near pallet of honeycomb cereal. And I remember creating like a pyramid of it and just like hiding behind the pyramid in an image. I just made a pile and took a photo with it. Like, it was an insane amount of honeycomb cereal. So I ended up eating that for like months. Like, I think I probably had that for like 8 months straight, just honeycombs. And I remember about halfway through, I was like, you know, honeycombs aren't really that great anymore. They're kind of just like, all right. You know, having them every day kind of takes the excitement out of them. They weren't expired. I just had them every single day for almost a year. And by the end of that, I was like, yeah, like I was just eating them because I was hungry in the mornings, not because I was excited to eat them. It got to the point where like I would have 3 bowls of cereal in the morning, not because I was hungry, but it was like I would have 3 heaping bowls of cereal, but not because I was hungry, but I was like, I'll get through these honeycombs faster. So I would eat like, by the end of it, I was having like a quarter of a box of these things a day, just to get through them as fast as I could so I could get on to new cereal. And then I discovered, I eventually finished them. It took me like months and months and months. But then I found vanilla flavored Rice Krispies, and those are still the best. I haven't overdone them. They're so good. Vanilla flavored Rice Krispies. Delicious. But actually, the love for it has come back a little bit. I actually had honeycombs for breakfast this morning, I think. How do you feel about alternative milk? For growing up, I saw alternative milk like almond milk or soy milk or like just milk of certain types. You know, I always saw them and I was like, those seem really gross. But then when I got my one roommate, my Kevin, the one that I shit talk sometimes. He actually wasn't that bad. We ended up splitting groceries where whenever we need groceries, he'd go shopping one time and then I'd go shopping, and he'd go shopping and I'd go shopping. And so we'd have like a variety. He would introduce me to stuff that he had, and I would introduce him to stuff that I had. And so instead of getting regular milk a lot of the time, he'd experiment. So he got almond milk once. And so I used almond milk in my cereal for a little bit. It was good. Soy milk, I had that on cereal. Super good. Like, regular milk occasionally. Like, there was a bunch of really stuff. Like, I didn't like it until that point, but when he bought that, I was like, I guess I have to have it. And after trying it, it's good. Like, milk alternatives, I don't see any problems with them. I like them, actually. Have you ever been in a car crash? Kind of. Was there a roommate story about a watermelon? Yeah, I told that earlier. Last week, maybe? This week? I'm not sure. It was recent. Have you ever had any speedrun fails? No. I don't. I don't fail. This is the last time. Can you explain what Taco Tea is? The explanation is in the fact. And the only way you found out about it is from the fact where the explanation is. Aphixia, thanks for the 4 months. Appreciate the support, by the way. Do you have a favorite candy bar? Yes, I do. I do for sure. I remember it was always Coffee Crisp. Coffee Crisp is the best candy bar. It's incredible. God tier. That's a Canadian thing? Oh, you guys are missing out then. It's just like a coffee flavored Kit Kat, but bigger. It's delicious. It sounds good. It's so good, yeah. Especially because I just really like coffee. Like, I had a friend growing up. I'd always, in high school, I basically had one friend, so you guys always know I'm talking about the same friend. They had a coffee maker that you put the beans into it. It would grind it up and make the coffee for you. And what I would do is whenever I was over, whenever I'd walk through the kitchen, I'd open up the coffee bean jar, grab a handful of coffee beans, and just eat them. Like Skittles. Or M&M's. Just coffee beans, full coffee beans. Like, I remember just eating them while we were, like, playing games. It was like, what are you doing? It's like, they taste good. Like, I really like the taste of coffee. It's just I don't like feeling tired after I drink it. Like, after I drink it. Raw coffee beans, I fear you. I'm too powerful. But I remember doing that, and it was so good. Mix, thanks to the Prime, by the way. Appreciate the support. Alright, new song. Chocolate covered coffee beans? No, just coffee beans. Normal coffee beans. So, like Coffee Crisp, but coffee flavored, like, big Kit Kat, essentially. And when I say big Kit Kat, I mean like big Kit Kat, like that. Like one single Kit Kat kind of thing. Alright, I like Sidopolis. We're gonna play Sidopolis. I feel like the shiny is gonna be during this song. I just feel it. It's so good. I love this song. Ever find it weird that basically everyone important in a Pokemon game knows your name? Do they? Do you feel like that's true? There's gotta be some people that don't. Do you play games off stream at all? Yeah. I've been playing Among Us a little bit with like mods and some friends. I started playing Factorio with Lickle a little bit recently. I played... We gotta continue Stardew Valley, Abby. We should continue I was playing Stardew Valley with Abby. There's... I think the mods might start like a mod D&D session thing. That'll be a fun game. Which I'm excited about. So the mods aren't friends? Mods are friends, but there's also friends that aren't mods. So I'll say mods and friends, and that covers everybody. I should just say friends, but mods is a little bit more specific. Have any other hobbies other than gaming? No, it's like YouTube and Twitch pretty much. I need to start... I say this like every day, but I need to start exercising, or else I'm just gonna die. I don't want to die by the time I'm 30 because I haven't moved in like 10 years. Please don't exercise or die. Turn it into a challenge, and then I can't fail. You genius. Oh, fine. Why did Abby just say die? Jeez, Abby, what are you doing? Ugh. Whistling Skills a 10 out of 10, thank you. I set her up for that one. No, then the Abby Bastabby. So I'm not gonna rock climb again just because it's too hard on my hands. I'd probably like go and like do some cardio and weightlifting. You have a field trip story. Do I? I have kind of one. Rock climbing without gloves can be painful. Nobody rock climbs with gloves. Who rock climbs with gloves? What? It's not like... It's not that I don't want to... Like, calluses, I'm fine. I could tear all of the skin off of my hands and I'd be fine. Like, I can take that pain. But in terms of, like, tendon damage... Like... I don't want to damage, like, my tendons in my hands because that's all I use for work. And, like, if I went right back into rock climbing, when I do something, like, whenever I do something, my goal isn't to just, like, be, like, average. I've never injured my tendons rock climbing. It all depends on how seriously you go in it. And for me, I go into stuff 100% where there would be a risk of that. Like, I mean, you guys can see what's even stuff on stream. I'm highly competitive. To a fault at times. Like, I watched like, the little bit of Pokemon anime that I watched as a kid, I want to be the very best like no one ever was, stuck a little bit too hard in my brain. That's actually something that I remember as a kid. I don't know where I heard it, but someone told me it. And I remember muttering it under my breath whenever I was doing anything that I sucked at. It was if at first you don't succeed, try again. I remember as a kid just muttering that under my breath when I was trying to do something and I couldn't do it. And I would just keep saying that until I did it. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If at first you don't try again. Like, I remember just muttering that. It's kind of cringe. I was 7. But, like, I think that was very, Also asked Tanner about him trying gainers. Yeah. I've told that story before where there was the one thing that I've struggled at most in life. Gainers. Like, I just, if I don't stop until I literally can't do it anymore. Being 7 is kind of cringe. Yeah. The resets are included for the starter too, yes. What are gainers? It's a running, like a forwards backflip. A forwards jumping backflip. Where you're facing forwards, you jump off of something, and you backflip. I don't know why I laughed at that comment. But anyway, sorry, I'm not even gonna read the comment. It's off the screen now. I've told the gainer story before. But it, like, I don't know. I feel like Chris is a better storyteller because he has a better perspective. Hey, Chris, you want to tell a story? Here, let's put my laundry away a little bit. There we go. In chat? I mean, you could just come in here and tell it if you want. Yo! Loaf of toast thanks to the prime. It's up to you. No pressure. I'll butcher it if I need to. I miss you, Abby misses Steven. Sounds like he's cooking. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's just... Maybe not. Never mind. Got a haircut? Yes, I did. Eevee, please, shiny. Yeah? Oh, yo, you want? Okay. Here you go.
So we went swimming, first year of university, and we've already been. We're just chilling in the pool, doing some gainers, and Tanner keeps trying.
What's a gainer, by the way?
Oh, so you run forward, and you backflip as you move forward. And, yeah, as we kept doing them, we're like, we got bored of that, went to the hot tub. For an hour and a half, we would keep looking over, and Tanner is still there, trying to gainer, and not succeeding at all. I think the furthest he got was pretty much like landing on the back up near his neck. And by the time he was done, by the time we were done swimming for the day, because we were being kicked out, because this kid would not stop, his back was red. Red as can be, and we never did gainers in front of him again, because we just knew it wouldn't end with him. Good times.
Yeah.
I miss those times.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. Hi, chat.
So that's Chris. That's my roommate. Thank you. Didn't do gainers again because I knew I would just hurt myself. Tell Chris I want to hang out with him. Abby wants to hang out with you. There you go. Alright. I need to try again? Yeah, I need to go back to the pool one of these days. What did he say? I don't know. I didn't hear him. Chris needs to shave? Nah, he looks good. Okay, Chow City. Thanks for the subs. What's your favorite Pokemon and why isn't it Arcanine? I don't know, because Wooper is better. Do you pay rent or is it my home? I pay rent. Just wear a t-shirt to protect myself? No, it's the act of like smashing into the ground. This is for the whole game, the resets. What's your take on eggnog? It's good. But you can't, like, it's good for the first 2 glasses, but after the second glass, I don't know what it is, but the consistency of it, the texture and thickness of it gets to me. I don't know why. The eggnog is good, but then you kind of like have it too much and it's like, I don't know about that. I said we're gonna get a shiny during this song and I don't want to just leave. Well, I feel we're gonna get a shiny during this. I feel like it's gonna happen. At 2690? Alright, I'll change the song at 2690. Sound good? We're gonna hear the song for the next 20? No, it'll take a few minutes. Tops. Can you tell a story of your best birthday? Gosh. I don't know. Best birthday? Why shiny over some other Pokemon? That's what chat voted for. Have we been resetting for 15 hours straight? No, we have 4 badges. Whoops, that's the bag. We have, as you can see, we have 4 badges, and we are only 3 hours, 9 minutes in. But yeah, we played the game for 3 hours, 9 minutes. All of the others have been resets. I'm doing very well. How many resets for Eevee specifically? We started at 1352. And chat is voting on the evolution. You guys can decide. I will give you guys full power. Your roommates all watch your stream constantly? Steven pops by sometimes. Chris just hears it through the walls and chimes in whenever he hears something that's worth talking about through the walls. Like, Chris doesn't watch the stream, he just hears me talk. And if he ever hears anything interesting, he'll open up Twitch and type something in chat. Are any of your roommates mods? No. Nope. Are you rich, Ant? I feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself, considering my sub count. Why does he go for a Whooper? This is more easy, consistent, more brain dead, I guess. Yo, Commander Nidoquake. Thanks to the tier 2. Oh, the Ant Colony, thanks to the 2. Thank you so much. How's the new thing going? I don't know. We'll see if they post it sometime soon. I search it up occasionally where it's just like 10 or SmallAnt pencil sharpening to see if it's in the news at all. Can't find anything. How does the reset happen so quickly? I've gotten very good at it. Alright, alright. I don't feel like doing it to 2690. I feel like moving on. Next song, next song. Oh, I love this one. It's so good. The abandoned ship music from Gen 3. Ragnarok, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate the support. Welcome back to the Ant Colony. Still no Eevee, right? Still no Eevee, not yet. No foot cream! Or not foot cream. Thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate it. Not foot cream. Is that... Are you... Is that... Is... I'm not sure if it's foot cream or not. Because the username implies that it's not, but... It might just be because foot cream was taken. I don't know. Should I check? They uploaded the YouTube. I can't check their Twitch. Actually, maybe I can. Let me check. Let me check. Oh, they only have their Discord linked. Heck. No, I don't, can't find their... They said 'tis I. It is. Let's go. Welcome to the stream. I hope you liked the video. Where was it? I missed their message. 'Tis I, 'tis I, 'tis I. Subscribed. Not foot cream. Not foot cream. What color is your name? Where are you? Not foot cream. Why can I not find your message? There it is. 'Tis I. Let's go. I found him. It's light blue. Hope you liked the pencil sharpening video. I hyped you up. Video was fantastic. Excellent. One of the pencil sharpening titans. Foot cream is in chat right now. Heck. Blop. How many Eevee specific resets? 1300. We got it! Foot cream showed up and we got the shiny Eevee. Let's go! I told you I'm lucky. I told you. Whew! It's so pretty. Look at it. Immediately saving the game. Save. Yes. That's the Eevee. Let's go. Okay, okay. Now it's time to choose what we're evolving it into. Full odds, shiny Eevee. Woo! Woo! What are we nicknaming it? What are we nicknaming this Eevee? Let's get the sound back going. That's a hype. So we are evolving it. Should we name it? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of creams. I'm seeing a lot of silvers. I will let you guys vote between cream and silver for the name. Name. Silver. Cream. All right. What are we calling it? You guys can vote. It's on the top of chat. You have to click on it. And then you guys will be able to do that. But that is... When it evolves, it won't be either color, but oh my lord, look at it. It's so pretty. Ah. Ah. All right.